The fuck is going on with this face right here? Imagine you open this game and the first thing you see is this woman's face. What the fuck is this? Oh my god. Oh, oh my god. Oh lord, the music's back. Wait a minute. Let me freaking change this shit real quick. I gotta like change the volume and everything. Where is it? The fuck? Oh, there it is. Make this like 30. Okay. Still loud as fuck. I hate that I can't change settings right now until I make a character. Oh my god. What is this monstrosity? Like this looks normal. This looks normal. But then all of a sudden, what you call it? This, oh my god. You look at this face. What the fuck? Like, look, I open this game. You see this? This is the first thing that it shows me. This is what the fuck is this? Like, imagine you open this game for the first time and they're like, okay, make somebody, and then they show you this shit. But you know that's not normal, right? Like, if you do like anything else,
But
like
it look like some drunk ending.
that's what I'm saying. It's crazy.
Look like that person that died.
But you see, like this guy looks kind of normal. Why can't I scroll up? The fuck? What the hell's happening? Now it's bugged out? Okay. Now it's bugged out. Okay. Oh, Jesus. How am I gonna make a face when it's bugged out now? Okay, let me try to reselect class. See, like right here, they show this. This girl right here. I'm just like... I'm planning to just make a character.
You gonna pay these today?
No, I'm just gonna make a character and then I'm gonna go to a different game. So I'm just gonna do character creation. No.
You want to show random.
Yes, I'm trying to show the character
Do
creation.
you know that mermaid?
Shut the fuck up. Who are you talking
I
to?
can read your stuff.
Shut the fuck up, you fucking bitch. Bitch, I'm literally...
Because I know you.
Shut the fuck
Like a
up. What you mean come here? Okay, wait.
baby.
Are you leaving right now?
Yes.
Okay. Give me a second. I'm just gonna leave this jump scare of a face on the screen so that whoever comes here will just like be horrified. Yeah, yeah. Okay. I am back. Yeah, look at this monstrosity that's on the screen. What the fuck? This was default. Like this like when I opened this game, this character creation, this is what they showed me. Like you open this shit, like oh, I'm gonna pick Tideborn cuz I love mermaids and shit. And then I see that. This horrifying face. Like what? What the fuck is this? Anyway, I'm picking a male. The male looks so much better. Psychic male delicate. Oh my god. What are those eyes? So yeah, this game is a very, 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 very old game, right? It's so fucking old. But this game lets you play as like a merman race. So that's why I played this shit in like 2009, bro. And I'm gonna make a character. I might not play that much. I'm gonna probably switch games after a while. But I'm gonna make my... This is like... This game had like so good character customization. Because it's so old, but it has like... You can make anything here. Let's see. So we want like a... Let's change his hair first of all. Oh my god, some of these are cool. What the fuck? You can't even see shit. What the fuck is this? I'm guessing these are all like things you buy in the shop. Because this is like the most pay to win game ever, by the way. Super pay to win, so if you ever plan on playing this, do not like spend any money at all. Just play it casually. This is like the definition of pay to win game. This is one of those games where they're like, we don't give a single fuck. You can buy everything. And you could spend thousands of dollars. I like, ooh, what the fuck? Wait a minute. I like this hair. Wait. Okay, I gotta change his face and his skin color and everything, but... Oh, see, you could change the size of your head to be extremely humongous, like that. You see how you could literally make anything you want. You know, when a character customization, character creator thing lets you literally do anything and make a monster, that's a good one. That's a good one. When they give you this much creative freedom. What the fuck is that head? Where is the head? Jesus Christ. All right, let's get some normal sizing. Okay, we don't want no humongo. We don't want no tiny. So we want like medium around here. Oh my god, I love these wings in the back. Okay, let's see how. I wish I could have like a shirtless one so like I can see. So I can see his arm muscles right now. Yo, look at that. They what you call it? They're very inclusive of all body shapes, you know? Oh my God. Is that like a booty cheek coming out? Front. Oh, foot. Oh my God. Wow. Skin color. See, you can also do any skin color you want out of the whole entire rainbow. And this is every race too, not just this. Like you can make a fucking elf that is just like any color. Yeah, this is actually like this imagine this game came out like before 2009, like super early. The customization that was in this game was so good. I remember when I made this character, when I made my original character a long time ago, I made him like try to look like me, and he had like tanner skin and brown hair, and I named him like Ihuianat or some shit based on Nahuatl language. It was something about water. I believe this game was like my first like, whatchamacallit? This game was like my first awakening in loving water stuff. Because by the way, in this game, we have a special racial that when you go into water, you turn into a merman, and you swim really fast. I'm trying to get like a really light blue. Or it could just be really dark. I could just do this, actually. Just be normal skin color. Because I don't see the light blue that I want. What are these eyes? What the fuck? Facial color. What's the difference between facial color and skin color? Huh? Is there like a combination? So like if I go like blue and then I go red, will this be like purple? Like red. And if I go white here, will it like... No, I don't understand what is the difference. Oh, sync skin color. Okay, okay. So you could change your face color completely separate from your skin color. What? That's crazy. All right, let's try to like make this face look good. If I can, I'll try to make him look like my... I'll try to make him look like my original character, but with different hair. Okay, this music, I need some new music because that music just goes away every 5 seconds. Let's see what we could put.
Wow.
Let me fix my settings again. It's not gonna be actual it's like video game music. Look at this, oh my god. And I will just mute PWI's music for now. You have two different things playing? I did not mute the music? Oh, what? Oh, because it's output. Oh, shit. I forgot. I forgot the output is still playing. God. Alright, I'll mute it for myself then. Let's see. There. There, now you don't hear anything. Jesus Christ. I was hearing, I forgot that output is like everything that I can hear. Okay, this music needs to be better. There we go. Oh my god. Oh god, this is gonna be a while. Why is half his face a different color? Oh my god. Girl. What the fuck is some of these things? Honestly, I think I can work with this a little bit. Make it a little bit more. Oh my god, fuck this music. Stardew fucking Valley then. Let's go. It's too slow. So I had I'm trying to show you my old hair that I had. Oh my god, this bitch got pearls in his hair. Thank you. Ugh. Okay, I got food now too. I don't see my old hair here. Yeah, so whatever. Oh my god, what the frickin' Stardew? How to get updated now? You already see how different this guy looks than the last one? I was saying, oh my god, yeah, you can like change the eyeballs separately and shit. That's crazy. And I said, why does this kind of look like Potter? The nose, anyway. Let's see. But yeah, basically I had like this skin color with like brown hair. I had like brown hair that wasn't this bright. It was a little bit like normal looking. There's something going on with these eyebrows right now that I need to fix. Oh my god. I don't know what's going on right now. Like, I feel like there's options that I can't pick, like the skin markings and like, huh. It's already taken. Yeah, okay. Uh-huh. How about... Yeah, I know. I don't have the patience to like fix this right now, but... Oh my god, no one took anger? That's crazy. Alright. So I am going to eat now. So, I gotta figure out something to watch real quick while I'm eating. Let's see. Oh, how about the Inzoi shit? I didn't show you that Inzoi crap. Inzoi gameplay. Inzoi calls the Sims out? Really?
In a brand new developer interview from inZOI, we're learning that they're going the bold way in directly comparing their game to The Sims.
Yes.
Many people simply compare inZOI to The Sims, but it's actually a combination of that, the producer said, and SimCity, with features that
True.
rival even their latest offerings. So opens this video about the latest developer details about gameplay and a new world preview for inZOI. Now, I have covered inZOI in the past, and obviously people do think of it as a Sims competitor. If you want to know my full feelings, thoughts, and also reservations about this game, definitely check out my past videos. But this new one really says they're going the bold way and directly positioning themselves as a competitor to The Sims. Now, looking at this new view here, we can see how you can manipulate the world to your own liking. You can choose from different houses, and of course you can start with empty lots. So essentially, when you go into this game, you're going to have this world map, and it's going to be on a desk. Very meta, if you ask me, but it does show again a unique and different approach
Okay,
to
I'm gonna show you the trailer for inZOI, but I'm gonna mute it because I'm not sure if the music that they're fucking playing is like gonna actually be okay. So I'm gonna play another song. This has music, this has multiplayer, by the way. You could all live in the same neighborhood. Yeah. It's more realistic. It has open world that you can walk around the city. It has WASD movement. Your jobs, you actually play them. You don't just fucking go into a rabbit hole. It's made by a guy that used to play The Sims with his daughter all the time, and he wanted to make his own dream Sims game. And he's working for like the company of PUBG, so they have a lot of money. You could also be a K-pop trainee as a job. The customization is really good. You can even make custom outfits. Like, you can make a shirt with like different pieces. It's using Unreal Engine 5. This is why I have to upgrade my computer by the end of the year. Ashes of Creation and this game are both Unreal Engine 5. Like, bitch, I'm probably gonna like, I'm still gonna be uploading Lifeweaver videos, but my live streams are probably gonna be full of Ashes of Creation when that shit comes out. Like, I already recorded my video for today. That's why I'm doing variety stuff. But yeah. You know what? Fuck it.
So, but they following them and look which they're fine.
We were chasing cars and breaking burns. Everything was sunshine, good times, nothing but blue skies. Way back when
Meanwhile, that's mine. If tricks I need to do, then hers was.
we were stealing cars, still around. Everything was sunshine, good times, nothing but blue skies. Way back when everything was sunshine, good times, nothing but blue skies. Everything was sunshine, good times, nothing but blue skies. We were stealing cars, but still around. Everything was sunshine, good times, nothing but blue skies. Way back when. Nothing but blue skies.
But yeah, so also this game has it that your personality is built by your childhood. So like when you grow up, your character, your Sims will like do different, have different personalities and shit. So you can actually raise your kids, and they're all gonna be unique. And this is some gameplay from the recent playtest.
A new life sim game that looks to be kind of similar to The Sims. Was
Why do
just
so
announced.
many women and gays love this?
I
By the way,
prefer like a slightly more
The Sims.
stylized look. I honestly like The Sims has. Okay, we're at work. Interesting. Ooh, a store. Okay, so they're working as like actually.
And I
really
can say
in the
that 'cause I'm a
store and,
homo.
like, stocking the shelves, which we can't really do in most of these other games that we've been playing. Okay, so far they're showing a lot of work. It's a lot of like it's a work simulator. Oh, firefighter.
this is the
that's really
trailer.
cool.
This
Oh,
is not
look
the
at
actual
phone.
gameplay, bitch. Here we go.
Automatically get populated with these, and let's see, good. What it looks like me, base, Nozer, case. I second. So it was Arden.
I love the huge
So the
cat
shirt-
next to her.
So you can also
Here you go.
go
So you
ahead
see,
and-
like
street before I get
the coolest thing about this is that
one of the.
you could just walk
standard
out of your house
Korean,
and just
one
start
of
walking around the
older
city.
Style of Korean homes.
No loading screens or anything. Like,
Put the walls up so y'all can see. They don't know the business a plan for the game or price or anything like that. We asked and they didn't have an idea yet. They had no idea. Look at this. I love just walking down the streets. It's so cool. No, there are houses too. There are houses and there are empty plots of land that you can... I better get out of the street before I get hit by a car. The cars, by the way, they don't stop for you. So you really gotta...
And this is
pay
based on
attention
Seoul,
to when you
Korea.
cross
This
the street in
city.
this game, 'cause
There's
they
gonna be
won't
one.
stop, okay? The
There's
cars
gonna
will
be
not
one
stop,
that's
they
based
just keep
on
driving.
Los Angeles, and there's gonna be one based on Europe. There's also
Yeah,
gonna be
the
one
cars
based
do
on
not
Southeast
stop
Asia,
when
I
you
think.
go to walk down the street. You gotta be careful. And I think some of these streets are one ways too, so you gotta pay attention. So I'm using WASD to move my camera around, to move my character, sorry. The camera, I'm using my right mouse click. So you can also go ahead. It's a very low accurate.
There's also different filters you can use.
Change
You can
it
do
to
like cartoon.
This is what the lowest graphics look like. Or pixelated.
You could make it look like
Fisheye
fucking Grand Theft Auto
lens,
3. What the fuck?
Or it's called screen to... Oh, that hurts my eyes. Or
Pixelated.
fisheye lens. There's notes, posterize, and startup.
Anyway. Let's see. Oh, yeah. I was watching. I posted this in the new Ashes of Creation section of my Discord. This one, which is it's someone who's explaining everything that's within Ashes of Creation right now. It's actually like I watched this and I was like, this game is even cooler than I thought. Right. Because this shit got so much stuff in it. This is by RYVE Genesis over here. By the way. Go support him. Don't just watch my video. Don't just watch my live stream.
Gatherables and processed goods.
If you like
in-node
Ashes of
housing
Creation
apartment-
stuff,
So I
he
wanted to
makes
just
lots of
say
videos
what
on it.
tremendously. I also want to thank there's
Yeah, bitch.
millions of people register on
Honestly,
the website. The game was first announced
like
in
an
July
hour of
in
this is so
2016.
like interesting.
In 2017, they launched a Kickstarter that raised funding source working code and content test. Some spot all the details starting at state as fees for the live subscription fee. The developer Ashes of Creation will have no box cost, but
Monthly,
will have a
$15. It's like
month
WoW,
subscription fee.
basically.
The developers are adamantly against pay to win, and in fact, this is one of the main reasons Steven Sharif, the founder of Intrepid Studios, decided to make this game. The game will be monetized by the monthly sub fee and a cosmetic-only non-pay-to-win cash shop. The cosmetics achievable in-game will be on par with the purchasable cosmetics, and in the case of the in-game only attainable legendary cosmetics, those will exceed the quality of the purchasable cosmetics. Purchases from the monthly cosmetic packs have two purposes. One, it gives the players usable cosmetics after the game launches, and two, the cosmetics will have variations that will be used on various NPC mobs throughout the game. So the art assets are being used to build the game, not just
Also, don't look at this combat right now. This is in development. This is not even close to being what the final product will be.
for the players. Costumes that cover the entire character model outside of the weapons will also be a purchasable cosmetic item. They will have DLCs and expansions for the game, but they will not charge for them and they will be included as part of your subscription. The game is planned to be localized into English, French, German, Russian, Italian, Polish, Spanish, and Portuguese, with more languages potentially supported based on interest. Intrepid is also self-publishing the game in North America, Oceanic, and Southeast Asia regions. They will be opening offices to self-publish in
If they're opening it in Southeast Asia, they need to include Vietnamese, Thai localization and stuff like that.
EU and CIS regions. The developers want to have 8 to 10k concurrent players per server, and at launch they want the registered player limit to be 15k per server. They plan to expand
Also,
this to 50k registered.
I don't know if it'll be very popular in Southeast Asia because, especially the Philippines, they prefer free games. So if he's planning to do it in Southeast Asia, they might have to change the model to be more focused on cosmetics and be free to play. I don't know though. We'll see.
accounts per server eventually. There will not be server channels, and there will not be PvP or PvE server types. There will not be voice-acted quest lines, but there will be some voice-acted audio greetings from NPCs. Ashes of Creation's lead music composer is Bear McCreary. His work will be unveiled in Alpha 2 and Beta 1. Intrepid wants to have present and active game masters, and they want to be very aggressive against gold farmers, RMTers, and griefers. They want to have very robust security systems in place to catch malicious behaviors quickly as well. Ashes is also being developed exclusively for PC only and will not have native controller support. As for performance, this is one of the biggest goals for this project, to have very high levels of performance in large-scale encounters. In Alpha 1, the game was achieving 50 to 60 frames per second on a 1080 Ti. They will have a lot of customization settings to ensure players can turn down certain elements to achieve great performance. The following were the system requirements for the Alpha 1 test, and they are said to not have changed with the Unreal 5 upgrade. As for the engine they are using, as mentioned, they are using Unreal Engine and they are on version 5.1.1 currently and recently finished upgrading to this revision. Ashes is aiming to be on the harder side of difficulty compared to most modern MMOs, but they do want the overall game to be easy to understand for beginners but harder to master long term. They want to cater to many different player types with Ashes of Creation, from raiders.
I think
to
this is going to be very
PvPers,
interesting
to
if they make it work,
role-players, to
because
crafters. They also
you know, a lot of people who love world PvP and like PvP shit, they want to grief all the time, right? And they're gonna have anti-griefing shit and all that. And it's like those type of players run out all the PvE players that just want to be peaceful. If they make it a good balance here, it will be interesting to see an actual like PvP PvE like mixed game that has both communities and they're both happy, you know? Because there's a lot of gameplay with PvP for the PvE players and for people who even want to protect people who are doing caravans and stuff. You're gonna see later, like there's gonna be like people who protect people, like police and all that, versus bandits. And I'm like, if they could do a good balance of that, it would be pretty fun. Because I like PvP when I feel like it. I like protecting people, so I might be more of a defender than a bandit. I'm not the type that just steals from people all the time and like ganks people.
to have a place for both casual and hardcore players within Ashes of Creation, with some things easily attainable by casual players while still having plenty of content and progression systems that cater to the hardcore audience. The game of Ashes of Creation takes inspiration from many different previous MMOs, but these are the ones that are the most prominent. EVE Online with its regionalized economy and risk versus reward in transportation. ArcheAge with its building systems, transportation, and naval combat. Star Wars Galaxies with its crafting systems. Lineage 2 with its risk versus reward, castle sieges, flagging, open world PvP, and
another thing is Blizzard always made their best games when they were copying other people and then putting it all together and trying to make it better. So if these guys copy all these great systems from other games, put it all together and make it better, you know it's going to be amazing.
Their interface is being built with customization in mind from the beginning. They want the players to have total freedom in how they set up their UI and to be able to quickly change their UI setups based on what encounter they find themselves in. Part of the reason for this high level of customization is because add-ons, GPS meters, and threat meters will not be supported. The character nameplates in the world will operate a little differently than in other MMOs. You will see the health and mana of friendly players, but you will not see the health and mana of enemy players. Instead, the nameplate will degrade to show the approximate health percentage remaining. Additional threat assessment buffs will be present on the nameplate that show what gear set the enemy player is wearing, the type of armor, and the tier set of the armor. The developers do not want players to be able to inspect gears that can lead to unwanted behavior, so the information available is less great.
This is all very like anti-toxicity type of stuff they're adding, because in World of Warcraft and a lot of games, they're like, oh, you don't have this gear, then fuck off, you're too weak, we don't want you here, you know, stuff like that.
granular. Enemy mob nameplates will have resistances, buffs, and elite status. A star format might be utilized to indicate hit point allocation as well. The world of Ashes of Creation is said to be a seamless open world with no loading screens between regions and minimal instancing. Most dungeons will be open world, and all the hardest PvE content with the best rewards will be in the open world. Approximately 20% of content will be instanced, with the instance PvE content being for story-driven content. Some PvP content might be instanced. Arenas will be, but castle and node sieges may also contain instance locations where specific groups can participate in certain objective-based waypoints. This is one of the few areas of this game that I will not do much of a deep dive on for this video, and that is the lore, as it would make an already massive video much longer. If you want the full rundown of the existing lore, there are some fantastic
I'm gonna be
articles
worshipping
on the
whoever the
wiki
hell the
that I
water
will
god
link.
is.
But for a basic rundown, the world of Ashes of Creation is known as Vera. The world was hit with an apocalyptic event known
'Cause
as
they
the
let you have a
Apocalypse,
religion,
the Fall,
and
or the Exodus.
your
This
religion could
apocalypse
give you
caused the
bonuses on
majority of
shit.
its citizens to flee in the Exodus to a world that is void of magic known as Sanctus, via portals known as Divine Gateways. Some unlucky citizens didn't quite make it through the gateways in time and fell back to the planet to fight for survival. These Divine Gateways were dormant for millennia. The game will start with players returning to the world of Vera via these Divine Gateways after all this time has passed. That is as far as I will go with the lore for now, but be sure to check out the links in the description if you want to know more. Story arcs are the method the game will use to drive the narratives that play out on a particular server. These story arcs will be delivered via player decisions and personal or class-based quest lines, cultural representation and quest lines, regional quest lines, and node development. Some story arcs can be unlocked through the bulletin board system in-game. Some requirements might need to be met to unlock certain story arcs as well, such as certain node buildings.
So a lot of
built
a lot of the game is like very custom. Like your experience is gonna be very different from other people or like other servers. You're gonna see later when they talk about nodes and stuff. Like a lot of stuff in this game is gonna be very like unique to you.
Node hitting a certain level. Once a story arc unlocks, players will receive quests and they'll have plenty of time to finish them. Each player can finish the quests and get the rewards. It will not be first come first serve. Some story arcs will repeat, some will only be one-time events that forever change the server. But even those can be repeated, but the server changes will not occur. Story arc rewards will be balanced to avoid certain paths becoming meta. Story arc rewards will not provide best in slot loot or be the best source of XP or currency. Role-playing functionality will also be in the game in many forms. Intrepid is going for a higher graphic fidelity than most current Western MMOs. It will not be too stylized or cartoony. Here you can see the various artistic influences present in Ashes. There will be some cultural references as well.
Yeah, like
Influencing-
yeah, for example, the Nikua, which is the dwarves that are like islander people and they're based on Polynesians. I'm probably gonna have to play as them because they're like the most water-related race, even though I hate dwarves, but we'll see. I also was looking at the Vec. They have Mesoamerican racial influence. They seem to also be good at navigating and stuff, so I don't know if they're also gonna be culturally related to water, but we'll see. I also thought the whatchamacallit, where are they? The Valoon, the humans, there's like two types of humans. Middle Eastern racial influence, these guys Valoon, they look really like their outfits and clothing look nice.
Is present in Ashes. There will be some cultural references.
He's gonna
as
show the
well,
races later.
especially regarding holidays, but they will fit into the lore and immersion of the world. The world map is absolutely massive in scale. The total size of the above ground world is 1,200 square
Above ground,
kilometers.
by the way, there's also an underground.
And that does not even include the underrealm content of the world. The land mass is 480 square kilometers, and the ocean is 750 square kilometers. The world map was recently expanded to give more distance between nodes, and the total number of nodes was reduced from 103 regular nodes down to 85 regular nodes as well. The old map had 100 square kilometers of underrealm, and that is said to be increasing with the new map, but only by a slight amount. Ashes of Creation does not have typical MMO zone level ranges for their zones. Instead, every zone will have content that accommodates multiple level ranges, and the amount and difficulty of the content will vary based on the level of the corresponding surrounding node. The map uses a traditional fog of war mechanic that hides details until you explore an area. In addition, the world map is full of imperfect information, meaning players will still have to search and explore to find certain things. New points of interest include dungeons, world bosses, and corrupted areas will spawn based on node progression and continue to adapt as the node adapts. New buildings might spawn, additional mobs might spawn, and the difficulty might change. Drop tables might also change. Roads in the world of Ashes of Creation are both player generated and player influenced. The largest roads are referred to as arteries and are the remnants of what was once the ancient highway system of Vera before the apocalypse.
Call them like heart
As nodes
vein
advance,
stuff.
smaller
Like
roads referred to as veins,
veins,
will connect the main
capillaries,
artery roads to the
arteries.
nodes. And further node advancement could even connect capillaries from the node to major points of interest. Seasons and events, which we'll go into in depth later, might affect the accessibility or function of these roads as well. Underrealm routes will also open up or close dynamically based on node development, and sometimes these routes might be a better way to circumvent natural choke points above ground. Finally, freeholds, which are player-owned housing that is placed in the world that we will go into depth on later, are not able to be placed in close proximity to roads. Moving on to the climate of Vera, some environments will have fixed climates while others will have variable climates. Certain events such as world bosses spawning or weather events might temporarily change the climate of an area. Weather will exist and it will vary in intensity. Wind and precipitation can have different intensity, and the effect of wind will be visible in the world with the trees and grass swaying in the wind individually. Wind will also influence the speed and direction that ships travel on the open seas areas of the map. Precipitation can affect the world in terms of snow that might block certain paths, while rain might fill certain areas. The player's abilities can be affected by the climate and weather. Frost belts might be more effective in a cold climate or a winter storm, for example. Artisan skills such as farming are also affected by the climate and the weather. Weather conditions also affect the gatherables, vehicles, mounts, ships, resistances, targeting, and boss mechanics. Access to dungeons and raids may also be hindered or blocked by changes in climate. However, loot tables will likely not be affected by weather conditions. Seasons affect different zones based on their location in the world. Some biomes might have a more or less fixed climate, while some might see all 4 seasons. The biomes might see radical visual shifts based on the current season. Events can change the season temporarily or extend it. There will also be magical seasons where you'll be in a tropical zone and suddenly it is snowing.
Really?
Items, crop cycles, buildings, and crafting mechanics
Magical
might gain
seasons,
certain
how did that
buffs or
happen?
debuffs in certain seasons. Finally, ocean and underwater areas will not have seasonal changes. Each season will be approximately 1 IRL week long, and during testing they might change the length of the seasons. They might last longer based on the result of dynamic events.
Yeah,
There'll also be
exactly. That's why
seasonal resources.
when I watched this video and I went through like the whole thing, it made me even more hype.
Some gathering materials will only be
I was just hyped
available
for the nodes and like the the animal husbandry thing, but like everything else is also fun.
specific seasons. Access to some gatherables might be blocked by snow or other seasonal effects. Day and night cycles will also exist in Ashes, and the entire cycle will last a few hours. 15 IRL minutes may equate to 1 hour in game, but that is subject to change. The day-night cycle is also tied to server time, and nighttime is still fairly well illuminated. As for day and night affecting the game world, NPCs and mobs may be awake or have varying behaviors at different times of the day. This may also affect player abilities or mob or player buffs or debuff vulnerabilities. Different monsters will spawn at different times of the day, and nighttime.
I swear to
monsters
God,
will
if
be
this
more
music that's playing in the back,
glowing effects.
it's like randomly copyrighted. You know, my last stream got
sky and can
the
only be seen at specific times and specific
copyright
locations in the world.
claim
These
because of
constellations will have relevance
the Let's
across
Play I
many
was
different
watching
game
to show you that
systems,
cutscene.
such as the narrative of the world and the acquisition of node relics. They might also empower certain items or abilities.
Because
and
that
they're
little
also
bit
used
in
for
the
general
intro
exploration
of his video.
purposes. As for the types of biomes present, the developers have stated there are approximately 18 different biomes in Ashes of Creation.
I know, it's crazy.
And so far we have seen 11 total biomes. The Underrealm is an environment that is lighted with natural bioluminescent lighting. The Underrealm on the old map was 100 square kilometers, but we don't know the size of the Underrealm on the new map, although they recently said it was not increased by much with the map size increasing. Caravans can operate in the Underrealm. In some cases, they might be the better path to take. More on caravans will be later on in the video. Mats can be used, and due to the size of the Underrealm, the flying mounts, which are very rare, might also be usable in some parts of the Underrealm. Seasons above ground will affect the Underrealm as well. Flooding certain tunnels is one example.
Tunnel
given,
flooding.
and the Underrealm will have different gathering resources than above ground as well. Nodes do exist in the Underrealm, and while above ground, the node's zone of influence might overlap, they are considered adjacent and not within the same zone of influence. Node sieges can occur with these nodes as well, and the Underrealm nodes can reach the
He hasn't
higher
even talked about
stage
nodes
of
yet.
Metropolis. The Tolnor race is native to the Underrealm. Finally, the Underrealm will have lakes and rivers, but you cannot use naval ships on these waterways. And now we are ready to
There
take
we
a
go.
deep dive into the biggest feature.
Now
of
you need.
Ashes.
This is the main feature of Ashes of Creation. This is what everything is about. Like the PvP, the PvE, all this builds up to nodes. Now you're gonna learn what the main thing of this game is.
It's the node system. We have already touched on nodes a few times, and nodes touch nearly every aspect of the game, so that is to be expected. As stated before, there will be 85 regular node locations on the world map, and there will be 15 additional castle nodes for a total of 118 nodes. There are 4 node types, each of which has a unique specialization. Players can identify the node type at its first stage of development based on the types of NPCs present. The node types are as follows: Divine, which has priest NPCs, Economic, which has merchant type NPCs, Military, which has guard NPC types, and Scientific nodes, which has scholar NPC types. Node types are predetermined and are the same across all servers. Node types are static and do not change no matter what players do in the world. Node types will affect the various services and systems at each level of the node's advancement, such as node governments, narrative, NPCs, node buildings, and amenities. Each node type has a superpower ability that is unlocked when a node advances to Stage 6. Divine nodes at Metropolis Stage 6 may unlock a procedurally built mega catacomb dungeon beneath it that connects to its divine vassal nodes. These may house unique bosses with unique drop tables. Economic nodes that have reached the Metropolis stage unlock the linked economy superpower.
The way you can kind of think of this is going to keep talking about it is like you can kind of think of in Ashes of Creation, the whole player base is going to develop into societies where like you like maybe you're someone who's not loyal to other nodes, whatever, but like some people are going to be loyal to like a certain node. They're going to live there. They're going to like be like, okay, I want to defend caravans from this area. I want to raid in this area. I want to join a guild, one of the guilds that are in this node, stuff like that. It's almost like different countries.
Economic nodes with this superpower share their auction house listings with all others. Up to 2 economic metropolises may be linked in this manner. Metropolis level economic nodes enable worldwide sale prices for auction houses across Sphera. Items listed in one linked economic node can be bid on from any other linked economic node. Linked economies also connect the economic metropolis and its vassal economic nodes. Military nodes enable bounty hunters and potentially reduce the duration of corruption. Scientific nodes that have reached the Metropolis stage unlock the teleportation superpower. Citizens of Metropolis scientific nodes may teleport between the Metropolis and any of its vassal nodes, regardless of the stage of the vassal node, so long as the vassal node is not at war. Citizens of the vassal nodes may teleport to their Metropolis node and back. If there are multiple scientific metropolises, then an airship will provide faster travel between those scientific metropolises for citizens of those nodes and their vassal nodes.
So what they're basically saying is, if on your server there are 2 mega city scientific nations, if they're not at war, they can have an airship that goes between them.
So long as the metropolises are not at war. In order to become a citizen of a node, players will need to attain one of the housing types within that node's zone of influence. There might be another option for citizenship as well in the future based on testing feedback. Players can only be citizens of one node at a time on a server per account. There's no limit to how many citizens a node can have, but there is a sort of soft cap in that it will become much more costly to become a citizen the more citizens a node has. Citizenship
That kind of stops people from all going to the same damn place and just having one mega freaking node that dominates everyone. Which ones am I thinking of living in? Whichever the island is going to be, because I know there's an island, and I want to live on the island.
will be lost if a node is destroyed, and players
But
can
if I had
then
to
become a
choose one that was not an island, if they have like a water god religion thing, I might do the divine and pretend like I'm a freaking priest of the god of water or some shit. I might do, let's see, probably scientific, that kind of stuff.
Citizen of a different node. Node citizenship.
I think
is
the one
not
that I don't care about the most is military.
tied to guilds, and guilds do not own nodes. However, guilds can become a patron of a node by contributing the most XP to a node. With patron status, the following benefits will unlock.
And you could think of this is like, this makes guilds into like actual guilds in real life, where they're very influential groups inside of a city.
Emblems can be applied to guild armor that can be purchased from the node. Participation in the node stock market will unlock. Ability to participate in specific guild-based missions that will progress the guild's leveling and development. Allocation of guild points to unlock specific node abilities for guild members. And the ability to claim an in-node guild hall. These have different perks and benefits to halls placed on pre-hold plots. Any number of guilds can be in it.
It's kind of crazy. You're going to hear later in the game, you could basically become royalty in this game. Because there's going to be certain, like, you could be a mayor who leads an entire node. You could be a guild leader that's super influential and has his own, like, royal mount, and, like, it's crazy.
A node, but the number of patron guilds within a node is limited by node stage. Villages and lower stages do not have patron guilds. Towns can have up to 1 patron guild, cities can have up to 2 patron guilds, and metropolises can have up to 3 patron guilds.
So you see, in metropolises, there's always going to be 3 guilds that are vying for, like, power. They might work together, they might want to, like, fight with each other, you know.
Players can interact with a node board to see who is a citizen of that node and get some details for each player. Further, players are not required to become a citizen of any node and thereby will not have to pay node taxes, but of course there are many benefits to doing so. Those benefits of node citizenship include access to limited functions and service buildings within the node, access to merchants that offer specific types of enhancement stones or stat migrations, upper tier crafting benches, a weekly allotment of core material.
Yeah,
that
you
can
see how it
only
says
be
access to organizations and religions? This is what I'm thinking about. I'm like, I still need to know what kind of religion they're going to have. Because there's going to be multiple religions.
access from the node's reliquary, buffs from certain events, titles, organizations, and religions, and participation in the node's government.
Whether they have a water religion or not is what depends if I'm going to be a divine node person or a scientific node person.
So there are a lot of benefits to node citizenship. Non-citizens will still have access to generic node services, mundane crafting benches, and standard rewards from node quests. Moving on to
Oh my god, is that how big a metropolis can get? Do you see that? That's fucking huge. Like, what the fuck? It's like the size of that mountain.
benches, and standard rewards from node quests. Moving on to the zone of influence controlled by the node. Each node controls an area of the world called the zone of influence. When players undertake actions such as questing, gathering, or raiding within the zone.
Do you see, this is how nodes build up. All you have to do is go to a certain area that you want to live in, basically. Start questing, killing things, doing stuff, talking to the whatever, and over time it'll upgrade and get bigger and bigger and bigger depending on how many people or how much effort is put into it.
Of influence of a node, that node will receive experience towards leveling up the node. The entire world map is covered by zones of influence, so whenever players are exploring and questing in the world, they will be contributing node experience to a node. Underrealm nodes' ZOIs might overlap, but they are considered adjacent. Zones of influence will expand based on
So you know, I'm going to that island as fast as I can.
Progress of the node. A Metropolis node will have a much larger zone of influence than a Stage 1 node. Up to 1/5 of the world will be encompassed within the ZOI of a Metropolis, and there are a maximum of 5 Metropolis nodes on a server. The developers have a node simulation.
See, okay, this is an example of like how the nodes might expand.
Maximum of 5 Metropolis nodes on a server. The developers have a node simulation in which they simulate what could happen with nodes on a server. Nodes can advance and nodes can be sieged and destroyed. NPC events can damage certain buildings and reduce the XP gained by a node until repairs are made. As stated, there are 7 node stages. The following chart shows the names for each stage, the amount of time to advance to each stage, and the type of player housing available. The Stage 3 Village node is the first stage to get in-node player housing, but the housing will be small houses only. Stage 6 Metropolis nodes will have mansions for in-node houses. In-node housing will be limited, as there will just be 8 in-node houses at the Stage 3 level, and these are the houses that eventually do become mansions, so they will be highly contested. The amount of houses does increase when the node levels up. There will be 3 other housing options.
And here we go. You see this? Static housing in node. This is when you physically have a building inside of that city that you can go into, and that's your building. Then you have freeholds. These are physical buildings and like farmsteads that you could put on the open world. That will be yours, you know? And then you have apartments. These are instanced. These are like, okay, you just go into your own little building. Like let's say there's a big building, you go into a door and now it loads into your apartment. So these static houses are going to be crazy because like everyone can see that's your mansion.
Options. One is apartment buildings. These are smaller instance spaces within a node. There will be 50 apartment buildings available for purchase at node stage 3, and the mayor can build more apartment buildings at node stage 4. The number of apartments per building does increase when the node levels as well. Inns are another housing option. Finally, freeholds are sizable player housing plots that can be situated within the zone of influence of a village stage or higher node. Any player can have 1 freehold per account. They are approximately half an acre in size, and they do not change size when a node levels. Upgrades to the freehold do become available when a node levels. Freeholds cannot be sold to other players. Players can build multiple freehold buildings on a freehold, and they will need blueprints to build these buildings. The best processing for the artisan system happens within these freeholds, so there is a lot of value in owning.
That's why I need to have a
These are
freehold
all
at some point. I really hope I can get one because I want to have my own little farmstead where I breed stuff.
Systems freeholds interact with: node progression, artisan classes, spawn actors, quests, and taxation. Freeholds will be hard to obtain, but there will be several easier ways that a player can obtain housing, such as apartments and inns. In-node housing will be hard to obtain and will probably be hotly contested, especially the 8 houses that eventually become mansions at stage 6. In-node houses can be bought and sold by players. The devs are considering an auction system for when new in-node housing becomes available when a node levels. And apartment costs will go up the more a node levels, which is part of the soft cap for node citizenship. Apartments can also be sold to other players, and there is no cap to the price a player can charge for an apartment or
Oh
node
god, I
housing.
can already
Taxes
see people
will
are
have to
gonna
be paid on a player's property,
like if you want to live in a big town or a big whatever the hell where everybody's at, it's gonna be so fucking expensive.
and if the taxes are not paid, the
But that might mean that if you go to some small little area where they're begging for people to come, it might be super cheap.
house can be transferred back to the node. The next owner will be responsible for paying the back taxes and penalties when purchasing the home. The developers are also considering rental and leasing options for real estate owners in Vera. The node layout and style is determined by several factors.
Which is kinda
First,
like
the
real life.
biome the node is located in. Second, the node type. And third, the race that contributed the most experience to a node's advancement will alter the racial appearance of buildings, NPCs, and props within the node. This racial appearance can change if another race does more XP when a node levels up. Finally, the rest of the node's appearance is determined by the mayor of a node. Getting into node advancement and how that affects other nodes. Nodes will advance to level 1
I
quickly.
wish.
At that stage,
I don't think
NPCs, vending,
I don't
and
think
bank
I'm that good that I can do it. I wish though. Imagine being the founder and I can become the mayor of the island.
will open up. As a node advances, its zone of influence will expand.
I'm sure a lot of
Less
people are
advanced
gonna
nodes,
try to
which are
rush
referred
there
to as vassal
because of naval combat.
nodes, can still gain XP, but they will be forced to stay 1 level below the parent node. As of August 2022, there is no longer blocking of nodes leveling up until one node reaches stage 3. The vassal system starts when a node hits stage 3. There's a territory expansion algorithm that takes into account a heat map of where players earned XP in the zone of influence, among many other factors when determining how the zone of influence will expand when a node levels up. Once a node becomes a parent and has vassal vassal nodes, the excess XP from the vassal nodes that are capped out will transfer to the parent node. Citizens of one node can contribute to the advancement of other nodes. Node advancement will teleport players out of the node and spawn some interesting events for the players to watch as the node advances. At stage 3 of a node, surrounding nodes will become vassal nodes. The following chart describes the limitations to how many vassals each node stage can have. A stage 6 node can only have 2 stage 5 vassals. A stage 5 node can control one stage 4 node and one stage 3 node. And a stage 3 node can control a level 2 or a level 1 node. If a stage 3 node is destroyed in a siege, the vassals are also destroyed. Vassal networks can extend across the sea and include islands.
Oh, I see.
and the
It's
vassals
like it goes down and down and down, basically. Like,
do get some
but they're
benefits
all
from the parent node.
basically the 6s at the top, but they're all like vassals of that guy.
Parent nodes will
Like
also collect
you have 2 people who are direct vassals to 6, but then the vassals of those people are technically still under 6.
taxes from vassal nodes. These taxes are only to be used within the node system and not by players themselves. Vassals are subject to the government, alliances, wars, taxes, and trade of their parent node, and they're able to receive
It's kind of like
federal
6 is
aid
the
from them.
capital of the
Vassals
country.
cannot declare war on their parent node or any of their vassals. As stated before, zones and ashes do not have specific level ranges. The level of content within a node's zone of influence will vary based on node level and accommodate multiple level ranges. Nodes will receive node atrophy every day, and that atrophy amount will be subtracted from the total XP earned for the day. If there is more atrophy than XP, the node will lose experience. If enough atrophy occurs, node buildings
Yeah,
might be damaged,
if
and
people-
nodes might even be destroyed if enough
This is what happens if people stop playing and they stop paying attention to shit. It'll just slowly degrade.
atrophy occurs. The government of a node is chosen by the citizens when a node
Yeah, that's
reaches
another thing. You can be voted to mayor. Like, there's actually going to be, like, politics in this shit where you're like, vote for me. I want to be mayor. Vote for me. I want to be a priest.
Level 3. Patron guild leaders, chief bounty hunters, and leaders of religious organizations will also have special access to certain node NPCs. Mayors control the development of a node. They allocate resources for node defense, and they coordinate the transfer of
Oh,
supplies.
I think I heard something about in a military node, the way that you do mayor stuff is not voting. You literally have to fight in the arena. Whoever's the strongest becomes the leader. That kind of shit, which is crazy. So they have like stuff for all the different types of players.
Supplies via the caravan system, as well as some other powers. Only node citizens can be elected mayor. The king or queen of a castle can also be a mayor. More on castles will be in the PvP section of the video. Mayors get more powers the higher a node levels. There are a number of node policies a mayor can declare, and those are voted on by the citizens of the node. We have only seen a few examples of these so far. The amount of node policies will vary based on the happiness level of a node. Node happiness is based on many factors based on the history of the node. Mayors can also mark foreign citizens as enemies of the state, declare a war on another node.
Americans say, fuck that bitch in particular. I hate that motherfucker. Everybody kill him right now. Put him in prison. You better not go in their country.
Node, enter into trade agreements with other nodes, set the tax rate for the node, and then allocate that money for node improvements.
Don't
and
fuck with the
defenses.
mayor.
Mayors can also initiate quest-driven systems that non-citizens can participate in, so the mayor elections will definitely matter. Node mayor elections happen 1 week after a node hits stage 3 and will reoccur every month.
So
Elections
every
last
month.
for 1
Okay, I see. So, okay, elections last a week, and you can get a new mayor every month, but you might get the same mayor over and over if everybody likes him, basically.
week. The election process will be different for each of the 4 node types. Divine node elections are done via service-oriented quest lines. Economic
Cool.
node elections are won by the player who plays the most gold.
Fucking gold farmers are gonna be economic mayors all the time.
Military node elections are done via last man standing gladiatorial arena combat, likely
Yes.
using a champion that the players will have to level up and skill out. And scientific node elections are a traditional.
Oh, that's cool.
democratic-
Wait a minute. Is the military Pokemon over here? If you're gonna level up some champion and give him skills and shit, that's like Pokemon.
process. There are many node buildings, some of which are built by the mayors and players, and some that are automatically placed based on the node type and level. Constructible node buildings include apartments, marketplaces, and royal stables. The mayor will place the building in a build plot, but the players will have to deliver the supplies to complete the project. Node types will have unique buildings associated with them. The reliquary is a very important node building that will house node relics. These relics have a lot of different effects depending on the relic, such as allowing certain legendaries to be crafted, or unlocking certain legendary quest lines for node citizens, or just buffs for all citizens. Relics are automatically manifested in a node based on a node achieving certain conditions. If a node siege is successful, shards of these relics can be looted and can be used in certain crafting recipes. Constellations and exploration also play a part in relic acquisition. Node buildings can also be destroyed via various in-game systems.
Oh yeah, that's
such as
another thing. They
node
have
sieges
destructible.
and wars, and
Everything
NPC
is
and
destructible.
weather events. At 25%
Like, buildings could
damage,
just be
the
destroyed.
building will not be usable by players until repaired. There will also be node reputations. Node citizens can have a good or bad reputation based on their history within the node, and this can affect things like NPC prices. Node sieges enable players to destroy nodes. This paves the way for new development and access to the locked content in surrounding nodes, which we will explain later when we talk about the vassal system. Sieging nodes will not
Yeah,
be
wars
an
are
easy
gonna be
task
crazy
for
in this
attackers,
game.
as the defenders will have an advantage. The majority of content in Ashes is open world, but some or all aspects of node sieges might be instanced. We will get into the details of node sieges in the PvP section of this video. If a node siege is successful, the node will be destroyed and returned to level 0. Players lose their node citizenship and housing.
Now,
but
I'm
their
pretty sure
design
people can't just randomly destroy your freehold. This is more about nodes themselves and castles and stuff like that.
and decorations are retained and can be placed
And if they
later
destroy your building in a city, you still keep all your stuff that's in that building until you get like a new house or something.
in the next house a player owns. Even unsuccessful node sieges could see in-node apartments destroyed if that building is destroyed during the siege. I will get into more details of node destruction in the PvP section of the video. One final thing about nodes before we move on, there will not be underwater nodes, but there will be nodes on the coasts and on
this
the
island
islands.
here.
With the big topic of nodes out of the way, we can finally move on to something that is very related to nodes, as all features are in Ashes, the economy. The economy of Ashes is incredibly diverse and complex, just like every feature in Ashes.
I think
The economy
Ashes of Creation
designed to
is
be
what New
regional.
World wanted to be.
Prices may vary based on location and supply and demand in that region. The reason for this is there's no central global auction house, there is no fast transportation of materials, and some materials will spawn more frequently in some areas of the world. There will be population-based scaling of NPC sold items based on the economic activity of a server. Prices will rise to combat inflation and fall as population diminishes. Gold will be generated in a unique way in Ashes of Creation. Most mobs will not drop gold, instead they will drop hunting certificates that must be turned in at hunter NPCs in nodes in exchange for gold. A percentage of these certificates will drop on a player's death. The value of these certificates will vary based on several factors. The distance of the node from the drop location.
That's another
certificates
thing.
and
You see, there's like you're incentivized to like bring shit to far away places from where you got it, because it'll have higher value the farther you go.
different economic regions from the one they were dropped in will have more value, and the world manager algorithm will also adjust the prices based on the amount of certificates that are turned in at each node. Economic regions are static areas defined by geographic points of interest. Player trading is done via several methods: simple player-to-player trading, or through player stalls, player shops, or auction houses. Player stalls can be rented at locations near the unique building in an economic node, or in marketplaces built within a node. An attendant NPC is assigned to the stall. The player does not need to be present to sell goods within a player stall. The storage for a player stall is linked to the player's warehouse in that node. The listings are posted on bulletin boards in the region and possibly even in the auction house. Player stalls are one of the very few PvP safe zones in the game as well. Personal shops are acquired by players by purchasing a placement certificate. They can then build them on their freeholds or near the unique building in node. or if the node is an economic node in a metropolis that can be placed anywhere in the world. Players must be present and on the line at these shops to sell goods, and the listings are tied to the player's inventory. PvP is allowed in player stalls, with applied corruption penalties enabled. Corruption will be discussed in depth in the PvP section. Auction houses are only available in economic nodes. Vassal nodes of the auction house node can view items that are
There's
on
so
sale,
much
but
information
unless
that he's
the parent
saying.
Economic node is a
Jesus
metropolis. The
Christ.
vassal node citizens will still have to travel to the auction house to bid. Materials and gatherable won on the auction house will still need to be transported by the player wherever they need them. Finished items will be mailed to the player. Historical auction house data might be available via constructed node buildings. Bulletin boards within
Can you imagine the
player-run
amount of
taverns
thinking
or
these
in
people had to
nodes will
do
display auction listings as well.
to make these
there
systems?
Will be very little bound gear in Ashes. Most gear will still be tradable even after.
That's why
equipping
this
it.
game has
Gear
been
will
out-
be acquired
been in development for a
primarily via
long
crafting,
time.
with small chances of finished items dropping from raid and dungeon bosses. But the primary way to acquire the best gear in the game is from crafting. With crafting mattering, that makes the gathering and processing matter a lot as well, and should make the economy of Ashes very robust. I will get into gathering, processing, and crafting in depth later in the video.
But they-
Storage
so
exists as
they went from
warehouses and
having,
nodes
like,
and
a
chests
few,
created in player housing.
dev
Taverns are a building type within nodes
members
and
to,
non-player
like,
freeholds and are classified
like
as a
100 and something
player-run
now.
business.
Like,
there are a lot.
recently
of
they kept
benefits with
getting more and
taverns,
more
such as
developers.
quests, buff food, and
And
specific
something that I noticed, I
recipes.
think they've been
Stock
hiring a lot of
exchanges are also a
developers that have
planned
been laid
feature of
off
the economy of Ashes of
that were, like,
Creation. These are
actually
places
good
where players
developers
can buy
from
and
other
sell
companies.
shares in nodes, guilds, or social organizations.
They specifically are
The
going for people like
value
that
of
with
these shares
experience.
will vary based
So,
on the progression of these
you
various
know they're getting a lot of
organizations. Sieges will halt
progress
the trading
now.
of shares until the siege ends. Now we can move on to the races and classes of Ashes of Creation. Ashes will offer 9 playable races, 4 parent races, each having 2 sub-races.
Okay, here we go.
The Tulnar. Alien human races include the Kalar and Valoon. Dunes and Kel dwarf races include the Dunir and the Nakua. Kaivek orc races include the Renkai and the Vek. And the Pyrian elf races include the Empyrean
It's funny that the orcs in this game, like the Renkai here, they're more like dragon people.
and the Pyre. Racial mounts will be available via a quest in that race's
See, this is a
starting
Vek.
area.
I was thinking if I don't do Nakua, I might be Vek. Depends on how close they are to water and stuff.
We've already talked about nodes taking on the appearance of that race that contributes the most. But
Look
in
at
addition
these.
to that,
Look
armor
at this
will also
underwear
take
on the Valoon.
appearance of
These are
race.
the Middle
Races
Eastern
will
style
have base stats, so some
humans.
races will work better with certain classes than others. Races will also get special racial.
Like I
augments that
love this underwear. I don't like that it's red, but I love this underwear.
can modify their combat skills. The 4 divine portal starting areas on the map are for each of the 4 parent races in Vera. Any race can start at any divine portal, however. The Tolnar has a starting area without a divine gateway since they never left Vera. Players will not be able to
Yeah,
change
the story is that all of the different races, they left into a different dimension, like of creation or some shit, blah blah blah. And these are like the people who stood behind, and I believe they lived underground to survive some crazy apocalypse shit. And then that's like we're coming back to the world now, and that's what the whole building up nodes is about.
their race, that choice is final. The races have many different artistic influences as well, which you can see here. The Intrepid team is planning to make their character creator the best we have seen in an MMO, or at a minimum on par with Black Desert Online's character creator. We saw
There's
a brief
another thing. I'm
glimpse of
so
an early
hyped for-
version of the
I love character
creator
creation.
in 2022. Players can also change their appearance in-game at salons or barbershops. There are some really innovative ideas in the character creators, such as blending and sculpting systems that you can see here. The developers are planning for players to be able to save and share character creations, and the plan is for the character creator to be available before the launch of the game so players can pre-make characters.
You
The
know
devs
I'm doing
plan
that.
to offer a comfortable number of character slots for alts, but keep in mind most progression pathways are per character in Ashes of Creation, so alts will be hard to get up to speed. Ashes will not have factions, but there are pseudo-factions that develop naturally based on guild and node wars and social organizations. As for classes in Ashes of Creation, there are 64 different class combinations.
64 class combinations. I believe what it really is like, so like I think there's like, so like here's the list of stuff, right? So if I'm a summoner, right, and then I pick cleric, I'll be considered a necromancer. Like if I'm a summoner first and then I pick cleric afterwards, I am a necromancer. If I pick a cleric first and then pick summoner, I am a shaman, which I might be a shaman, by the way. I might pick shaman. You see how like there's actually a difference between what you pick first versus second. So if you pick summoner first and then secondary cleric, you're a necromancer. If you pick cleric first, which is a healer, and then you pick summoner secondary, you're a shaman. So I might become a shaman. That's probably what my class is going to be. Which is funny because in World of Warcraft, I'm also a shaman. If we look at the other classes, like there's bard as well, which is like music and buffing and all that. You could do summoner. Bard would be a enchanter. Is that what that? Yeah, enchanter. So if you're a summoner bard, you would be called a enchanter. If you're a bard summoner, you would be a song caller. You see the general idea? That's why there's like 64 classes, because they have things going two ways, and it's a combination constantly. I love this system so much. It's just interesting to me. Summoner tank is a blood warden. Tank summoner is a keeper. I think you can also pick the same thing too, because you see how summoner is a conjurer. So like you can also just upgrade straight up, just do double summoner.
The classes are formed by combining one of the 8 archetypes with another archetype at level 25. Primary
Cleric could
archetype
become
is
high
chosen at the
priest.
start of the game and cannot be changed, and this includes fighter, tank, rogue, ranger, mage, summoner, cleric, and bard. Tank is the
I
only
just
main tank
love how
archetype in the
customizable
game.
everything
Cleric
is.
is the only main
It's
healer.
so like I love customization. I love freedom of stuff. This is just so much stuff to do.
Archetype in the game. Bards are more of a support class, and summoners.
What's a wait? I didn't even look at mage.
archetype
Wait.
at
Summoner mage. Summoner mage would be a spellmancer, and a mage summoner would be a warlock.
level 25. Primary, tank, rogue, ranger, mage, summoner, cleric, and bard. Tank is the only main tank archetype in the game. Cleric is the only main healer archetype in the game. Bards are more of a support class, and summoners can fill multiple roles but cannot be the main tank or healer. The secondary archetype does not provide additional skills.
They said
It
they're
instead
planning for summoner to be in the alpha 2, which I'm going to be in alpha 2. If I'm allowed to stream it, I don't know if they have NDA or something, but if I'm allowed to stream it, I'm going to be playing summoner for sure.
augments existing skills. These augments can have a dramatic effect on the way an ability works, however. The secondary archetype can be changed, but it cannot be done on the fly. Players will have to do it at a specific node building. So despite there being 64 classes in Ashes of Creation, in reality there are just 8 classes that are highly customizable. So those that are concerned that it will be impossible to balance, it might not be as bad as you think. In addition to augments from the secondary archetype, players will also get augments from social organizations, religions, and their chosen race. In addition to augments, players will also receive skill points as they level. These can be used to level up skills within their active passive.
This is also
or
another thing that
combat
I'm
retreat.
actually interested in. You see, like, it's actually impossible to max out every skill. So you can actually be a specialist in certain things that you enjoy doing. I love that as well.
It will not be possible to max all skills in a tree. In terms of skill progression, players can choose to go wide and get a number of different abilities, or they can go deep into leveling up a few specific abilities. With classes and races finished, we now need to talk about the Artisan system within Ashes of Creation. The Artisan system encompasses the gathering, processing, and crafting
We know about
systems.
a
Players
lot of
can
this.
specialize in one of the usable resources
Gathering,
vary between
crafting,
Caravan system, which we will detail in the PvP section, plays a huge role in supplying processors with raw materials and crafters with processed materials. Raw materials are acquired by gathering, but also mob and boss kills, and from deconstructing finished items. Bosses will drop materials that will be critical for some crafting recipes, so bosses will still need to be killed to craft the best gear. Plus, some recipes will drop from bosses. The inventory of a player is tied to their backpack. Material and gatherable items are subject to quantity and stacking restrictions and not weight restrictions. Inventory restrictions are meant to be the reason that players need to rely on the caravan system, as well as a special mount known as a mule, which has its own inventory. Mules can carry roughly 10 times what a backpack can, and caravans can carry roughly 10 times what a mule can, or 100 times what a player can carry. I will go in depth with caravans later on. A player's inventory will have sections for different types of items. Quest items, for example, will not fill the main inventory, and materials will have their own section. Inventory expansion can be purchased at a city stage or higher economic node. Backpacks crafted by artisans also provide additional inventory space, and there are different backpacks for holding gatherables versus finished items and consumables. Additional storage is found in node warehouses and player-created storage. As for gear in Ashes of Creation, the gear is said to influence a maximum of 40 to 50% of a player's overall power level. So gear absolutely does matter in Ashes. And remember, the best gear is made by crafters, and will be by far the most reliable way to gear your character. There are no stat requirements to equip gear, but there will be affiliation and level requirements. Some necessary crafting materials for higher tiers can only be attained by salvaging lower tier gear, which keeps the lower tier crafting relevant throughout the course of the game. All gear in Ashes is designed around the PvX nature of the game, and there will not be separate PvP and PvE gear. There are a large assortment of weapons in the game, and they offer different passive and
I
proc
see wands, I
effects from the
see
weapon
spell
skill
books,
tree.
I see
Every
staves.
class can use every weapon, and the
Every
weapons will
class can
operate the
use
same.
every weapon. You see that? I love it. Customization. If I want to be a freaking summoner with a damn halberd, I can. If I can be a freaking summoner with a freaking orb, I don't know what the fuck that is, but it's just a ball you hold, I guess.
On each class. There will not be different abilities on each weapon for each class like a lot of modern MMOs have done, and the weapon does not create your class choice does. The gear rarities are as seen on screen. Best in slot gear will depend on the encounter. There might not be one gear set that works best for every single encounter in the game. Gear will have tiers, and there will be tier sets. As said before, most gear will not bind to a player and can be freely traded. Gear enhancements such as power stones or runes can be applied to weapons to add elemental or energy types of damage. Enchanting of gear is available. The scribe creates scrolls that can be used by different professions to create enchantments relating to that profession. Enchantment scrolls can be sold on the open market, and enchanting does not increase an item's level requirement. The developers plan to limit power creep via item sinks, the lack of gear binding, and the absence of pay-to-win mechanics. Players can equip up to 2 handheld weapons and 1 ranged weapon. Ranged attacks will automatically switch to a ranged weapon. Players can swap their active equipped weapons in combat, but not
That's
weapons
cool.
in the inventory. Ashes will also have a form of gear transmog with an
Oh,
appearance
you could be a
slot that
summoner
is
with a
used to
bow,
copy
bitch.
the appearance of one item to another item. In addition, attachments are able to be unlocked as flare pieces to armor to create a customizable look. There will be hundreds of attachments, ranging from a clasp to the entire front of a breastplate. Some gear dyeing will also be in the game as well. There will also be multiple.
Speaking of which,
consumables
wait a
in Ashes
minute,
similar to
bitch.
most MMOs.
Okay,
Food
we're at
and
4835. I'm pretty sure you could be a hunter by doing a combination of that. Like if you do a ranger plus a summoner, that's a falconer, and if you do a summoner who's a ranger, that's a beastmaster. You could literally be a beastmaster by doing summoner ranger and having a bow. You could just be a hunter. That's cool.
single encounter in the game. Of gear is available. Describing 2 hand inventory. Ashes will also have sense of pay-to-win mechanics. Players can equip up to 2 handheld weapons and 1 ranged weapon. Ranged attacks will automatically switch to a ranged weapon. Players can swap their form of gear transmog with an appearance slot that is used
Oh, here we go.
Ashes will also have a form of gear transmog with an appearance
You
slot
can make-
that is used to copy.
You can make any outfit look like any other outfit. Like each slot that you have, you can put something there to use that appearance instead.
The appearance of one item to another item. In addition, attachments are able to be unlocked as flare pieces to armor to create a customizable look. There will be hundreds of attachments, ranging from a clasp to the entire front of a breastplate. Some gear dyeing will also be in the game as well. There will also be multiple consumables in Ashes similar to most MMOs, food, potions, etc. Which leads us to combat. Ashes combat is said to be a hybrid of tab and action combat. However, from what we have seen so far, it seems to lean more tab than action to me. There is the ability to free aim templated skills similar to how games like Guild Wars 2 have done it. Players can play in either tab target mode or in action mode by pressing a hotkey to switch between the modes. Players in action mode can still hard lock onto a target by pressing the applicable keybind when soft locked onto a target. Targets become soft locked when moving the cursor near a target, similar to how Elder Scrolls Online works. The developers are going to have projectile physics and collision in the game, and they're going to use a standardized hitbox. All melee attacks have a forward cone attack and can cleave.
Oh, we
Some
first-person
attacks
shooter
have a
up in
bigger
here.
arc and therefore a bigger cleave. Player
FPS
collision
gaming.
is a feature of Ashes, but inertia and momentum physics will prevent body blocking of doorways and access points. The developers want to have a lot of mobility in combat, but there is still some split body root motion. Large melee weapons will root more than smaller melee weapons. Casting or shooting on the move is also possible with most skills, with some more powerful skills rooting the player. Animation locking is not in the game, and the clunky animation cancelling like is seen in ESO is not a part of Ashes combat. The time to kill is said to be anywhere from 30 seconds to 1 minute, so there will likely not be one-shots in Ashes of Creation. Sprinting is a part of combat and will consume mana when using the sprint skill. Evasion moves such as dodging and dashes are a part of combat as well, and the developers are considering making dodge a universal skill that all classes have. Dodging will not use iframes, it is just a way to quickly reposition away from bad things. Active blocking
So they're
is a
going to be
universal
testing the
skill
dodging thing on everybody in Alpha 2. That's what I'm saying.
that applies to all classes.
Blocking as well. We'll be testing the use of separate energy mechanics for universal skills in Alpha 2, such as mana and stamina.
As well. Shields are better for active blocking, but all classes and weapons can active block. There are no auto attacks, instead there is a basic weapon attack that differs based on the weapon, but still requires player input to use. This is referred to as a weapon
So you
combo
would do, for
system,
example,
with
Q,
each
Q,
weapon
Q, Q,
having
Q
a
to do
chain
your
of
autos.
abilities that occur as they use the basic attack. The animation, damage, and other modifiers change throughout the chain. Some procs can occur as well that can be a bonus to the other skills in the class kit. Hard crowd control abilities potentially might be more of an action-based skill, and soft crowd control might be more of a tab lock-on skill. In PvP, CCs do not apply to non-combatants. We will get into the corruption system in the PvP section later. Interrupts will also be...
Wow, so CC effects do not apply to non-combatants. So basically, if you don't... He's going to talk about this later, but if you don't attack back and you just run away, you're immune to CC. That's what I'm saying right here.
We'll get into the corruption system in the PvP section later. Interrupts will also be available skills. Aggro is based on a hate table like in most Trinity MMOs, and tanks will have taunt abilities. Combat balance is not based on 1v1 combat, instead is based around group play and around a rock, paper, scissors dynamic. The devs want to avoid having cookie cutter builds by making encounters require different setups so that a true meta might be harder to form. The naval systems and naval combat of Ashes are a large part of the game, especially with how much of the world is covered by oceans. There are aquatic mounts and a wide variety of naval ships that players can acquire. There will be ocean raid bosses and other PvE content. And recently the devs made a change to the open seas areas of the game, which will be open PvP zones that do not have the corruption penalties enabled. So the transit of goods across the ocean using naval caravans will come with enhanced risks. Mariner skills can be leveled up by the player as they perform naval content in Ashes. Most player ships will be built by the players themselves using components created from various crafting professions using a recipe. The ships will vary in size from 1-person craft to 40-person raid ships. Players can customize the offensive and defensive capabilities and other stats such as movement speed, durability, turn rate, and hit points. Future upgrades are also possible to add to your ship later. Coastal nodes and their development can affect the content that exists within the zone of influence of a node. A developed coastal node will become a harbor, and as a result, it will provide a lot of naval gameplay, such as being a place to launch merchant ships, new quests, and services such as ship upgrades. And as stated before, winds will affect ship speed and movement.
Oh my god.
Naval combat will be a combination
All
of
these
ship weapons
freaking
and player
realism
ranged
systems I just be
abilities.
adding.
Some ship weapons can generate threat against the sea raid bosses. Naval combat is even a thing for some of the sieges. For instance, there is a castle node in the middle of the ocean that can only be affected by naval combat. In addition to the above water content, there is also underwater content planned for Ashes of Creation. There will be underwater dungeons, and some aquatic mounts can travel underwater. The developers want to make the underwater content accessible and not cumbersome. There will be many different methods to get underwater breathing, from potions, foods, or utility skills. There will be underwater points of interest, but there will not be underwater nodes. That covers the underwater content,
Which
which
I'm
brings
sad
us
about.
to mounts. We have already covered mounts some, but
Maybe
let's
we'll
get into
get
the
an
details, as the
expansion
mount
with
and
underwater
animal
nodes.
husbandry system is a huge part of Ashes of Creation. Players can get a mount fairly early through a quest in the starting areas. They can also be found in the wild and tamed through the taming and gathering profession, and then bred and improved via the animal husbandry processing profession.
Look
The
at
bred
these
mounts from
animals, I
animal
love them.
husbandry can have different rarities that can influence mount skills and visual effects. There are 3 tiers of mounts: ground mounts, gliding mounts, and royal flying mounts. Aquatic mounts have their own tier. Each tier of mount has different abilities that are unique to that tier.
The
These
crazy thing
abilities
in this
provide
game, not everybody's going to be able to fly. There's going to be such a small amount of people who have flying mounts.
horizontal or vertical power gain. Aquatic mounts are faster in the water and slower on land, and land mounts are faster on land and slow in the water. There will be mounts that are purpose-built for specific tasks.
That's
Some might
me
have
right
great
there. I'm
jumping
gonna be
ability.
just
Some might have great
underwater.
gliding ability. Some might be fast
Speeding
and
around.
great for transportation, and some like
I'm gonna use the
mules will be
rivers
great for inventory
for
space
travel.
or gatherers to bring more materials back to their node. Mounts will have their own health bar and can be targeted and attacked and killed separately from the player. Players would then be able to respawn the mount after a cooldown. If the mount is a mule with an inventory, players can loot the mule's inventory. Some mounts will have combat abilities such as charge abilities and a lance to pull players.
Combat
but
mounts,
players
I love it.
themselves cannot use their own combat abilities while mounted. Some group mounts might even have mounted weapons that players can use, and some crowd control abilities will dismount the player. Tier 2 mounts are gliding mounts that can glide fairly close to the ground. If ridden by someone that has unlocked Tier 3 mounts by being a metropolis mayor or a king or queen of a castle, these mounts will be able to fly. Tier 3 royal mounts are flying mounts that will be rare indeed. Each server will have a maximum of 10 to 20 royal mounts at any given time. These mounts will be available to mayors of metropolis nodes, of which there is a
You
maximum
see that? If
of
you're a
5
mayor, you
on
could
server.
fly.
They will be available to kings and queens of guild castles, of which there are
If you-
5 on a server.
You see how, like, if you see someone flying, you know royalty has just passed by.
Legendary world bosses will have a chance to drop an egg that can be hatched by players with the animal husbandry processing profession and a high enough stable upgrade on their freehold. The eggs themselves have a lifespan, and once hatched, these flying mounts will live for 15 to 30 days maximum. Royal mounts will be 3 or 4 times larger than the tier
It's
2
so funny that they're
gliding
kinda
mounts.
making a
There are
caste
different
system
types
right
of
here.
royal mounts as
There's gonna be
well.
peasants
There
that are like,
dragons,
"Oh my
which seem
God,
to have great PvP
it's
capabilities
royalty."
for castle and node
When they
sieges.
pass by.
And there are royal horses and
God.
many other royal mounts.
There's gonna
The
be
guild leader of a
server
castle
celebrities.
Can grant the use of flying
That's
undermounts
crazy.
for the monthly castle siege based on how many nodes the castle has built up during the month, up to a maximum of 5. if
'Cause you
all
know
3
that's gonna
castle nodes
happen.
are developed. Aquatic mounts are faster on water and will have utility skills that are useful for fishing, such as fish finding. Animal husbandry is an integral part of acquiring the best mounts in the game. Animal husbandry is an explorative profession that will require experimentation with crossbreeding to find the best traits. Mount barding is also a planned feature, so players can attach armor, and that armor can boost various stats for the mount. Racial mounts are available as a quest
I'm all
reward
for
in
this
each
mount
race's
shit, 'cause, you know, I'm
starting
gonna be
area.
breeding
Some
mounts.
mounts will also have skin variations that can change with the seasons and time of day. Group mounts will be rare and harder to obtain, but will allow multiple people to mount them, and some of them might have mountable weapons that one of the passengers can use. Some
That would be
mounts
cool.
will be very rare world boss drops, including the Royal Egg mounts. In addition to using mounts to help traverse the world, there will be some faster travel options such as public transport, land, and flying mounts. There will not be autopathing for your personal mounts, however. With mounts out of the way, let's get into player death mechanics in Ashes of Creation.
Oh god,
Death
look.
does matter
He's
in
gonna
Ashes,
disintegrate.
and there will be consequences for
Into the
dying. When a player
ashes.
dies, they disintegrate into ash. The ashes contain items lost by the player due to applicable death penalties.
That was horrifying, by the way.
loot in these ash piles is lootable by other players. Players are not flagged for PvP by looting these piles. There are 3 flagging states in the PvP flagged. The loot in these ash piles
The ashes contain any items lost by the player due to the death penalties. These ash piles are immediately lootable by any player, and player flagging is not triggered by the looting.
is
So if you have any type of penalty that makes you drop an item, they could just loot your corpse for free.
lootable by other players. Players are not flagged for PvP by looting these piles. There are 3 flagging states in the PvP corruption
Here we go.
system,
Here,
which
this is how it works, right? You're gonna see this is the PvP system. Get ready.
we'll detail in the PvP section. These flagging states are non-combatant, combatant, and corrupt. The flagging state will be
Corrupt are those annoying ganking pieces of shit that are griefing all the time.
visible on the character nameplate based on the color, with non-combatant being green, combatant being purple, and corrupt being red. A green, non-combatant player who dies suffers normal death penalties, which include the following. Experience debt, which is a negative experience that players will have to earn.
Okay, so if you are a green player, that means you're a peaceful little pussy ass pacifist, right? That's a Care Bear, right? This is what happens when you die. You suffer normal penalties. You get some negative experience. You get skill and stat dampening, so I'm guessing like your stats get lowered for a little bit. Lower health, mana, lower gear proficiency, reduction in drop rates from monsters, and durability lost. So this is like little penalties for a set amount of time, right? That's if you just die and you're a little Care Bear.
Back before they start to earn experience again. This does not de-level a player or reduce their earned experience. It is more like a debuff that must be worked off before XP can be earned again. Experience debt caps out at 2 to 3% of the XP of a max level player. Players when dying also receive skill and stat dampening, lower health and mana, lower gear proficiency, reduction in drop rates from monsters, durability loss. The durability loss is both a gold and material sink, and dropping a percentage of carried gatherables, materials, and hunting certificates.
Okay.
And non-combatant players will not drop finished items, only unfinished gatherables and materials. The player's mule, if they are using one, can also be killed and gathered from. A combatant or
Kill my
purple
mule,
player
you
will
fucking
suffer the
bitch! Oh, you don't know the suffering that I will instill on someone if they kill my mule. I'm gonna be mad. A combatant purple player. So a combatant is someone who fights back against PvPers. So that's just straight up normal PvP. They will suffer the same penalty, but at half the rate. So basically, this is a what you call it? Incentive. This is to incentivize you fighting back. So if you fight back, you will get the same penalties, but at half the rate. Yes, exactly. The suffering that I would instill on the people. Anyway, but yeah, so if you fight back, you get half of the penalties, basically.
The exact same penalties, but at half the rate of a non-combatant. All that is required to become a combatant is to fight back when attacked in PvP, so players will be encouraged.
So if you're a pussy pacifist and they kill you, they become red. So if they keep attacking you, even though you've shown that you don't want to fight and you're just a peaceful bitch running for your life, if they kill you, they will turn corrupted. If you fight back, both of you will just be combatants. So world PvP is going to be just PvPers fighting each other, and then you'll have that one griefer who's an asshole that just wants to kill you over and over like a dumbass. He will get punished for that, which is corruption.
to fight back to reduce their death penalty in PvP. Finally, a corrupt or red player, which is a player that kills someone who did not fight back and therefore died as a non-combatant, will suffer.
The red player, he gets 4 times the penalty. Right? He gets 4 times the penalty, and if he dies, this is when he dies, right? He gets 4 times the penalty, and he drops his weapons and gears that people could just loot for free.
Suffer death penalties at 4 times.
Any amount of corruption allows a player to drop equipped gear upon death. The higher the corruption, the greater the chance.
Of a non-combatant. This is the main.
So griefers are gonna get fucked in this game. People want to loot them for their gear and shit.
Reduce griefing in the always-on PvP of Ashes of Creation. In addition to the huge increase to the normal.
You better be nice, or you better have a group of corrupt players have this like pirate haven bandit evil people that defend each other, because that's the only way you're not gonna get looted.
Corrupt players are also the only flagging state where players have a chance to drop items upon death. This along
and
with
you know there's gonna be some crazy bitches that are red players all the time.
Increased drop rate of materials and gathererables means corrupt players will become PvP targets, especially since killing them does not make you go corrupt as well, only a combatant. That covers death penalties, so now let's move on to PvE. There are a lot of PvP options in Ashes of Creation. Much of the available PvE content revolves around the nodes and how they progress. Some PvE content might be available on one server, but not on another because of differences in how nodes.
I like how I had 2
Questing
people
is
in this
divided
chat
into
was
3
watching for like
events, tasks, and narrative quests.
for like 50
All
minutes.
3
They
of
were
these
just
will be
watching this
available
video.
from various places, such as local bulletin boards, NPC quest givers, and other sources that players will discover. Quest givers and ashes are not marked with an exclamation point above their head like most modern MMOs do. Instead, NPCs that have quests have a green shimmer for their nameplate, and not every quest will originate from a node. Some quest givers will be separate from the node system. Events are things that happen in Ashes of Creation as the result of development in the world. They can take the form of quests, pop-up triggered events, or other narratives that happen throughout the world. Events are scaled to fit local, regional, and global needs. Essentially, events are like public quests found in previous MMOs. They will have major consequences within the world if players do not successfully complete them. This could be things like an NPC event that attacks a node building and players need to defend it or the building gets damaged. Some events could change the climate
Why they look cute, though?
temporarily or block off specific roadways if not dealt with. Monster Coin events are
I'm talking about the one
system-spawn
without the
events
mask.
that enable players to play as monsters within
The little
event system.
freaking cat-looking
This
face.
ranges from playing as a horde of zombies to becoming a massive dragon. They are structured in a way to prevent groups from gaming the system. Monster Coin events are
They look
triggered
like
by
cat
activity
gremlins.
in the world, such as node advancement, defeating a boss, or constructing certain types of buildings within a node. Server messages appear for players in the vicinity of these dynamic events. The player will have a number of potential objectives they can choose to attack during the event. This may include node buildings, points of interest, dungeon NPCs, or other open world objectives. Here's a list of all the event
You don't think
types that
anything's
have
cute.
been
Shut the
talked
fuck
about
up.
by the devs so far. Tasks are quests without an excessive amount of text. Tasks refer to node-based objectives that are narrative-based. Tasks come and go in regional areas and react to events in the world. Narrative quests will focus on gameplay that reflects the story and won't contain filler and are part of the story arcs that build the narrative of the game. As for the difficulty of PvE content, raids and dungeons will adapt based on the performance of the raid against previous bosses in an encounter. Higher performance in earlier phases will increase the difficulty of subsequent phases and boost the loot tables of bosses. Bosses and mobs will not autoscale based on group size, but AI behaviors may dynamically adapt to the number and types of combatants in proximity to the encounter. We'll have the hardest content. Raids,
Dungeons,
bosses will change
raids,
against that effect.
world
PvE content
bosses,
such as new PO
adaptive
will
content. Here we
vary
go.
based on node development. Adaptive PvE content such as new POI spawning.
This is
new
based
buildings, and
on
mod spawning,
like AI
and the
shit.
difficulty of content changing will all happen as nodes advance. New dungeons and new pathways and larger dungeons might open as nodes develop. Drop tables will change as well as nodes advance. Storyline objectives for players in dungeons will depend on the story arc paths chosen during node development. Some raids will have elements that will change randomly with each encounter, and some elements will change based on the surrounding node progression. Dungeons and raids will also have leaderboards. Corrupt areas in the world can dynamically evolve with the progression of nodes. These are sources of NPC events that players need to address to stop the spread of corruption before it grows out of hand and causes the frequency of NPC events against their node to increase. Ashes is planning to use adaptive AI, which means that different encounters with similar creatures will yield different player experiences. Bosses are scripted and make dynamic decisions during boss fights. Certain AI behaviors might activate based on
So they
progress
might
within an
play
encounter.
differently
There
each
might be a
time.
higher frequency of AoE attacks depending on the number of players participating. Rage, recovery, and buff effects might vary with each encounter. There are also AI elements in place regarding node advancement, the stock market, and triggered events. As for groups and Ashes of Creation, the party size is 8 and the raid size by the group with the group needing to play for solo, in which PvP is the
Now in
catalyst
PvP,
for
here we go.
change in Ashes. The PvP is intended to be meaningful, ranging from small-scale caravan battles to large-scale castle sieges with hundreds of players. Most PvP will be experienced through opt-in, objective-based battlegrounds. These are high-risk and high-reward encounters that do not utilize the corruption system. These include castle and node sieges, caravans, guild wars, and naval PvP in the open seas. Death penalties, for the most part, do not apply to these objective-based events, with the exception of gear degradation during caravan PvP. In addition to these structured PvP systems, there are some reasons to engage in PvP in the open world where corruption is enabled. Some of the reasons could be to contest open world dungeons or raids, or to contest scarce resources and hunting grounds. However, corruption penalties are so severe that griefing or killing players that do not fight back should be minimal. Caravans are rolling open PvP
Here's like the
zones
main. This is the main like thing that's gonna be having a lot of PvP is caravans. So like in this game you have a backpack and you won't be able to transfer the large amount of things you need to upgrade nodes unless you use a caravan. You also have your own personal caravan that you can do if you need to just transfer from one area to the other, stuff like that. So these are the type of things that they flag you for combat, so you're purple, so people could actually fight you and they won't turn red. So this is where a lot of PvP is going to happen. But there are incentives to defend the caravan as well. So there's some people who are going to want to defend you so they can get rewards as well.
Flag all players for PvP and do not have corruption enabled. Players when encountering a caravan can choose to attack, defend, or ignore the objective entirely. A group will be needed to successfully attack a caravan.
I would be
Players
the
can
type that
only
just defends.
participate in one caravan event at a time. There are incentives and risk reward for both attackers and defenders. A quest system will track a player's history of success or defeats with caravans and provide rewards that scale up over time. There are also plenty of social incentives and rewards for participating in caravan PvP. Caravans will likely be needed to transport materials for crafting and processing and to help build up
I
nodes
really don't
and
want to be a
castle
dwarf.
nodes. There will be
I might have
massive
to play a
amount of
Vec.
materials needed for these things, and caravans will be
I think
by
a
far
Vec
the most
shaman would be
efficient
cooler
means
than
of
an
transferring
Ixue
these
shaman.
materials, since they cannot be moved quickly via fast travel, and there is not a global auction house. There are 3 types of caravans: mayoral caravans, quest-driven caravans, and personal caravans. Mayoral caravans are launched by mayors, and they establish a trade route with another node and can give a node extra resources.
And the thing,
when
like, I'm
completed.
6'1",
Quest-driven
so, like,
caravans are also used to establish
playing a
trade
dwarf
routes
feels so
between
weird to me,
nodes. These are
because I'm
system-driven
so giant in
caravans
real
that
life.
scale in capability based on the progress of a node and do not have to be built by the players. Trade routes are described as economic relationships between nodes that are established to trade commodities that are unique to particular nodes or node types via NPC-driven caravans. Personal caravans are initiated by the player, who essentially becomes the caravan. These are land-based and water-based caravans that the player directs and drives. Personal caravans are initiated from and arrive at the caravansary node building in every node type at stage 3 and higher nodes.
Oh my God.
Caravans are constructed from
Anyway, there's
various
all kinds of
components,
shit in
and
this
you can
game.
get improved
Caravans, you know, caravans.
We'll drop
There's
integral part
also
of the
castle
castles
sieges
week
that your guild
castle
can own a castle,
caravans will move.
and it's just like these are nice PvP events and shit. I
Will be
might
diminished based on how
depends on
attack
how, you know.
players
If
do
I
not
have a
influence
guild or
see
something, maybe I'll be more interested in
the
castle
only
stuff.
freehold players
We'll see.
level. That is not is in
Guild fortresses.
players. Non-for
Yeah.
increase the
So,
combat
all the kinds of PvP and shit. Anyway, what do you think about the game now? After hearing all that shit. There's all kinds of shit here. Combat pets, wait a minute.
that they're experiencing while leveling. Players can progress their class, knows progression, likely to progression combat, things to do anytime soon in Ashes of Creation. We have already touched on most of these progression systems in Ashes of Creation other than pets. Yes, Ashes of Creation also has combat pets the players can buy
Oh my God,
and
I'm in
even
love.
gear up.
I'm in love.
These pets do not provide vertical progression for the player, instead they offer a horizontal progression
So,
path.
the more stronger you are, the stronger the pets get. I love it. Yes.
Man, if you guys got through that entire thing, I congratulate you for getting through the whole thing.
Okay, yes. So, yeah. I can't wait. Oh my God, it's me. It's me. I know, right? It's crazy. This game has been in development for 7 years, though. So they had a lot of time to think. All right, let's see what we can do now. Let's level up a little bit. Let's play that game a little bit, and then we can play the phone game. Let me just turn on the sound. Okay. Oh my God, loud as fuck. Oh my God, look at this shit. Oh my goodness. Okay, can I change the... Oh my God, okay, wait. Okay. I wanna get the fucking sound down, please. Bro, this UI needs to be bigger. Testing. Okay. Where the fuck is sound? Oh God, help me. Oh my God, help me, Jesus. Where the fuck is the sound? Oh my God. What is all this shit? Oh my God. Oh gosh. You know what? I'm just gonna change it in the Windows. Here you go. Volume 10. Did this lower it for you? Is it lower now? Okay, let me lower it again. Okay. Oh yeah, I have a little pet, by the way. Who the fuck is this? I need this to be reversed. I don't like the way it fucking... Can they invert my zoom, please? Okay. Okay, good. I think that's good. Yeah. Okay, good. Oh my god, that is so slow, bitch. Oh my god. Can I make that faster, please? Whatever. Now we have Aqua Impact. Oh my god, we Genshin here. And then we have Spirit Blast. Why is it when I press escape, it doesn't open the menu? Like, it's so weird. Shortcut, okay, one. Okay, so we want Q, E, R, Q, E, R. That's good for now. Who the fuck is this? The Tideborn classes are Assassin and Psychic. Assassins disappear at will and employ their stealth to damage their opponents, while Psychics use the powers to cripple their opponents and cause attacks to come upon them at a damaging price to their assailant. Alright. Don't ask who I am. What matters is who you are and why you are here. As one of most excellent young warriors, you are sent here to be trained stronger. My mission is over now. From now on, you can only count on yourself. Go find Sekron Shen the Guide Man. He will lead you to the right place. Remember, don't let us down. I'll do my best to bring honor to my people. All right. Where am I going? This map needs to be bigger. Help me. Why isn't it bigger? God, I wish I could change the UI to be bigger. I can't see shit. Auto pathing. Okay, let me just auto path over there. Oh. Okay, I am now here. Ah, Tideborn warrior. You is still a babe, but determined. I like your eyes. Welcome to the Celestial Vale. I can't let you enter Lothranis directly, but I promise what you learn from here is really helpful. Hopefully it won't be a trip made in vain. Okay. Alright. What the fuck is that? The growth goal feature is live. In it, we have listed a set of actions that we suggest you do at... Okay. This is the place for you to wash off the dust on your heart and purify your soul. No matter how many places you have been to, don't forget where you start. This place was once the dwelling of the divine child, the son of Panga. When he left, a host of celestial maidens came and prepared this place for the use of all spiritual initiatos who need a place to train. The fact that you were selected by your elder to come here proves that you are destined for greatness. Are you ready to face your destiny? I don't dare try without making the necessary preparations. Very good. I was right in choosing you. After all. Oh, I was right in choosing you after all. All right. Let's begin with learning about quests. After accepting a quest, press Q to view your current quests. I changed that, so I don't have that button anymore. Okay. Check a quest name to open a quest tracker. Okay, I'll give it a try. Okay. You got it? Alright then. The Celestial Vale was once home to 7 great and ferocious monsters. The Divine Child sealed their wicked souls, and they transformed into the 7 sacred beasts of fortune. Recently, however, the Divine Seal was broken, and all of their souls escaped their prison. I'll give my all to fulfill my sacred duty. Alright, Time waits for... Okay, you know what, bitch? Can you just get to the point? Alright, I'll make good use of it. Where the fuck are my items, bitch? Bitch, I want to get to combat. You know what? Wow, the squirrel just like vanished with one attack. Oh. Girl. Wounded animal. Oh. Where the fuck? You know, this shit. Whoa, okay. Wow, alright. Wait a minute. Huh. Pata! Yeah! Ugh! Oh. What? Oh, damn it. Oh. Wait. Huh! Oh, wait, now I can jump here. Okay, now. Wah! Bitch. Wait. What? Yeah! Oh! Yeah! Okay, there we go. I am now up here. Oh my god, no! If you left... I need to disable fucking left click to move, because this shit's annoying. Where the hell is left click to move? Oh god. I don't think I could turn it off. I'm so annoyed. I can't, bitch, I can't even with this right now. Spirit Blast. Isn't that just a World of Warcraft sound? Anyway, hope you enjoyed that game. This perfect work. Wait, there's water. Wait, I had to get to water. Wait a minute. I think if I go into water, I turn into a fucking merman. Give me a second. Where the hell's some damn water? God's Eye Lake. Wait, there's also water next to us. Wait a minute. I know this looks horrible, but back then it was not this bad, okay? Is this not water? Why am I just standing in it like this? What the fuck is happening? Oh, my memories are being fucked right now. What happened? Nostalgia can't even help me here. What did they do to this game? By the way, when I started this game before, this area was not... I was not in this area. This is like a new area. What the fuck is that over there? So I have no idea where the hell I am right now. Oh, see? Okay, yeah, the other one was not... I'm not supposed to go in that water over there. I think when I level up, I turn into a merman. Right now, I'm not. Oh, look, right here. See, that's what I'm supposed to turn into, something like this. But a man. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. No, please. No, please. Please stop it. No, please. Get away from me. No. All I did was left click you. Oh my god. Okay, let me just show you the actual fucking graphics. Just fuck this right now. Okay. So, this shit right here, Tideborn, you can turn into, like, stuff like this. See this? And you swim faster. Six.
Hello everyone, this is Cressel
Oh my
Snapdragon,
God,
and
girl.
welcome to a first look at Perfect World.
Alright, girl. Look at how pretty she made her character. What happened?
Or nasal.
You
Oh
see
my
this?
goodness.
What is up with the...
Okay, so this is the nose.
What I had to go through was way worse than this. What the fuck did they do to the game?
Step, go forth and do not bring shame or trust, of course. Because I mean that all trinkets of mine, these elegant beauties.
Okay. Excuse me. Did you see what I had to work with? I didn't have that UI, alright? Oh my god, help me, Jesus. Why are they blasting music? I had to mute that shit. What the fuck? Oh my god, look at this. See? We used to have this too. You could carry people. See that? You can just carry people. Isn't that just so sweet? Like right there, carrying people. And there's a fucking character. Bitch, there's a character that has wings that can fly around. So you can literally carry someone and fly. You could fly them to places with your wings. And you can get married in the game and... Oh my god, and you can kiss? Oh my goodness. Alright, now turn into a merman, bitch. Do it. Oh my god, they turn blonde. They both turn into white people. That's crazy. White people, mer people. Anyway, yeah, I just wanted to show that game because that was a long time ago. I wish more games would let you do like stuff like that. Anyway, I am going to open up the phone game now. And then I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Okay, Visor. Oh my god, my freaking battery is crazy right now. Okay, in that case, let me go to the bathroom first and charge it a little bit before I open the phone game. Huh, alright, so we have release date imminent. What the fuck?
So today we have some bad news for the Riot MMO. That's right, some actual very
2030.
bad news
Oh,
for
he's
it.
talking about it's gonna be forever. Okay, yeah, I know. So, let's see. Love and Deep Space. Zane. Oh my god, Zane, yes. Oh my god, the glorious Zane, yes. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Let you enjoy that while I go to the bathroom.
You have strict rules for sleeping. Regifting a gift. Guess who I learned that from? Not even a smile? I guess you've had enough mints. A bird's chirping by the window. Hear it? Listen. You're more lively now. Is this another unique way for a person to relax? Well, you aren't very skilled. The pressure is nice, not bad. The rest of my day is yours. Do you have any other plans?
Wow, what?
Achieve that serenity. They lost time forever.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. I was talking. Oh, my God. Yeah, I was saying, like, I had to do Zane because if it was Raphael, it would have been spoilers. I had to do someone that nobody cares about. And yeah, we're back. Oh my god, every time I mute this shit I forget. I hope my battery doesn't like get too low, because this game kind of like takes a lot of energy. It leads to Xavier. Alright, next time. Alright.
Don't you take a nap at noon?
Girl, what you mean? I stream at noon, bitch. Heartfelt gift event. Oh my god. Got a bunch of shit here. 15? I'm gonna get that 15 times? There we go. Alright, let's just immediately do Deep Space Trial. Yeah, let's do all of these that we can do. 25. Auto equip. The fuck? Let me just level this shit up. Okay, everything should be good now. Let's do all this shit on my daily shit first. Today might be faster because I don't think I can get
My
to
hands
42.
aren't just for painting.
Ew, every time he says something, it sounds horrible.
Why don't we get creative?
Sounds like
My
a plan.
hands aren't just for painting. I could do more with my mouth than that. Like, what the fuck? Like, Jesus Christ.
That's your wish.
Eat this.
Did you spot it? Why don't we get creative?
Sounds like a plan.
It's almost over. Don't let it get away. Why are you getting closer to it? Come back here. Hey, watch your step. Why don't we get creative?
Sounds like a plan.
With that done, my inspiration is raring to go.
Okay, so we do this 3 times. Okay, we have the yellow and everything, I think.
Everything will turn to ashes. It looks so ugly.
What the fuck?
Is that important for Wanderers?
Huh? Oh my god.
Where is it? Why don't we get creative?
Sounds like a plan. I was just careless. Eat Raphael.
Yeah, I hear you.
Stop.
Stay alert.
I'm getting the hang of this.
Why don't we get creative?
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, there we go.
Keep your distance from it.
Uh-oh.
Don't underestimate the power of fire. Why don't we get creative?
Sounds like a plan.
Here's our chance.
Uh-oh.
If that's your wish.
Go back to the pit you came from. Bring it on.
It's almost over. Phew. Good thing you had me here. Be careful. Why don't we get creative?
Sounds like a plan.
Here's our chance.
Oh my god, there's too much shit interrupting everything.
Bring it on. Go back to the pit you came. Recovered already? How tiresome.
Don't push yourself too hard. Keep your distance from it.
My god, I'm not gonna get this
Raphael.
complete if they just keep
Just
coming
a
like
scratch.
this.
I'll be fine. I don't think it's giving up just yet.
I'll make it give up.
Why are you getting closer to it? Come back here.
Okay, they're all dead. Good.
Let's go. This is all too easy.
Not even a...
There's no timer, right? Okay, good. There's no actual like timer thing, so it's fine as long as I just finish it. Because the timer is what stresses me out, like in fucking Genshin. Why are they always making me use guns? Like, fuck you.
My hands aren't just for painting. Why don't we get creative?
Sounds like a plan.
Did you spot its weakness? Keep your distance from it.
You won't escape.
I don't think it's giving up just yet.
I'll make...
Why don't we get
No!
Sounds like a plan.
Just wasted my whole ability. Fuck you, bitch.
Why don't we get creative?
Sounds like a plan.
This is all too easy.
Not even a challenge.
Damn, that was really easy. You and my paintbrush got to know each other again. Oh, he's gonna call me. Uh-oh. Girl, why do they keep... Why? Please tell me why. Why do they keep putting Xavier here? For what purpose? For what purpose do they think a level 10 Xavier is gonna do something?
Flame within a painting burns forever. Why don't we get creative?
Sounds like a plan. Raphael,
Yeah, I hear you.
stop! You won't escape.
Back up. Let's see what trick. Why don't we get creative?
Sounds like a plan.
With that done, my inspiration is raring to go.
Clear the stage to unlock quick pursuit. Okay. Double purple? Oh lord. Bitch! Oh my god. There we go. Okay, let's do this shit. At least leveling up all of Raphael's stuff isn't completely useless.
Creation and destruction go hand in hand. Why don't we get creative?
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, let me just wait for his dramatic ass to just
Let
land.
me show you what the art of combat is. Why don't we get creative?
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, I hear you.
Good job.
You were too...
I was just careless.
Retreat.
You notice how all these guys have fucking hearts glowing inside of them?
Sounds like a plan.
Here's our chance.
Is this fucking Anikainus Silas bullshit related to me?
Don't be
Why they
deceived.
have their hearts visible?
Eat this. Recovered already? How tiresome.
Am I a wanderer? Oh my god.
Stay alert.
I'm thinking
Too
about
close to it.
lore.
Why don't we get creative?
Sounds like a plan.
Here's our chance. Did you spot its weakness? Don't be deceived. My fleeting inspiration.
Let's seize this chance. Recovered already? How tiresome. Go back to...
Why don't we get creative?
Sounds like a plan.
Stay alert.
Oh, 40 seconds left. Uh-oh.
Watch out. You were too close to it. It's almost over. Don't let it get away. This is all too easy.
Not even a challenge.
Oh god, I didn't finish it fast enough. Hopefully I can still pursue. Okay, good. Oh my god, I actually have 65 energy right now. That's crazy. Oh, he's coming.
Hey, Miss.
Miss Abzu. Huh? Why are you calling me Miss?
About the painting you mentioned last time. I think it's best to use crimson instead of cadmium red.
When did I ever mention a painting?
Because crimson brings with it some brightness. It'd make a visually lighter image, perfect for showing a blood red twilight floating on the ocean.
Is he doing this on purpose? But I personally think cadmium red looks better.
Cadmium red is too bright. It'll steal the spotlight of your painting of dusk.
Well, my intuition tells me that it would work. Trust me.
Let's not dive in head first. I'll give you a more detailed analysis. Ah, I just got an important call. Sorry.
Excuse me? I am the most important call that you could ever have.
I finally got away from those vultures.
Oh, okay. He was trying to get away from people. Oh, okay. So I am an important call, yes. Ahem. Raphael, I charge a fee for performances. Wait, what the hell? Uh-huh. My fucking wire on my freaking thingy. Why my charging wire? I have this really bootlegged wire thing that's like broken, and it's off, but it's still charging, which I'm surprised.
Isn't it a bodyguard's job to rescue their employer from soul-destroying chaos?
Yes. Bodyguard is responsible for your physical safety, not mental.
Great. You can take this chance to widen the scope of your duties.
Oh. Okay, give me a second. I gotta check this wire. Make sure that I don't die of electrocution, you know? Jesus Christ. I really do need to get a new charging wire. This has been like torn up. My god. Okay, whatever, we back.
By the way, if you knew it was an act, why didn't you play along?
Was I not cooperative?
You were butting heads with me every single sentence. Is that your understanding of the word? It's like deliberately dipping a paintbrush with red paint into white paint.
But you were still able to get out of the conversation. The process isn't important. By the way, where are you right now? Why were you surrounded?
Nowhere important. Just the closing reception after an art exhibition. I was surrounded by some people introduced by the auctioneers. I would have been able to endure it a while longer if they stopped bringing up commercial value.
I thought you were used to this by now.
Being used to it doesn't mean I accept it. Would you accept a life where you're attacked by wanderers every day?
I am attacked by wanderers every day. Okay, I understand now.
But you should start getting used to it.
To what?
Acting. I'll be counting on you from now on whenever I need to be rescued.
Oh, God. And here you are complaining about my acting.
There's room for improvement, yes, but it's the effort that counts. Or would you like me to help you with your acting training?
On-call actor. What's up? How you doing? How you doing? I have to listen to your heartbeats again for affinity. Wait, do I not get anything for that? Do I not get anything for this?
Gloop, gloop. Fishies like me don't understand human gestures. All right, fine, I'll move closer. Do that again and I'll spit bubbles at you.
Ew. What to eat? I guess I don't get anything for this, huh? Tacos is pretty good. Wanna get some? Okay, I guess. Yeah, I guess I don't get anything for that. Shop. Dun, 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 dun. I need one more of these. Oh, I forgot about this shit. Please be a 5-star. Oh, okay, that's not bad. It's 4-star, Raphael. La-di-da, blah-di-da, blah-di-da. Okay, goodbye. La-di-da, blah-di-da. Okay, goodbye. Alright, now Raphael. How are you doing? We're gonna go to the Museum of Flowers. Just fucking blah blah blah. Just skip through everyone like in 2 seconds. Why do they all have matching pairs of hairpins? I think they won them as prizes by answering questions in the interactive zone of the exhibit. Who speaks like that? I think they won them as prizes by answering questions in the interactive zone of the exhibit. Girl. I think they won them as prizes by answering some questions. If everyone else got them, we should get them too. Are you sure you want wontons and kebabs on your head? Isn't there also a hat-shaped hairpin? She's like that. No, that hairpin is an upside-down bulb. The theme of the Q&A is vanishing street food culture. There might even be teppanyaki squid hairpin. Did you want that? I mean, do you really want that? I want that. It's a squid, right? A squid can appear in the sea or on my plate, but definitely not on my head. Oh, really? You don't want it in your head? Okay. I don't know. Okay, let's do this. Boom. Got a bunch of that. Go to the store now. There we go. I actually got all of the wishes now. Now I just need to buy any extra shit. I guess titles are important. Should probably get these. Happiness and planless. Core energy might be cool. Anyway. You know a lot of poses for snapshots. Did a model teach you? If you count sculptures as models, then yeah. Okay. Alright, let's see the daily shit that we did. Boom. Oh, look, I completed everything that I needed to do. That's how good I am. Oh, I just need one more level. And then I can continue the story. Can I get experience in any other way? I don't think I can. I think the only way you can get experience is from this shit. Oh, Hunter Contest. Wait a minute, we unlocked something. Special gift claw machine ticket. Dynamic. Okay, wait, we got a bunch of shit to do now. What's this? Decor, who gives a fuck? So, playtime shit. So we did claw machine 3 times with Xavier. Oh, we got dynamic and fun wheel and all that shit. Do I still need to do balance with Raphael? I feel like I do. Play claw machine for the first time. Star voice line. Whatever. Let's try out these other ones. Fun wheel. What the hell is this?
All that spinning is making me a little dizzy.
Really?
Not even close. Trust the skills of good old Raphael. You want to go first, or should I?
You go first. If you lose, I'll take over.
You probably won't get a chance to play at all today.
He loves this shit. Which plushie wants to come home with me? I think Cone Crab for sure. I want Cone Crab. Is that the one you want? Okay. It'll be coming home with us for sure. Okay, let's give you some, inspiration. Want to see me get more? Let's play a few more rounds then. Oh, it spins. You have to time it. Kinda looks like a spinning pellet. Slow down, slow down. Oh, oh no. Girl, you're gonna have to try better than that. I need to get it. Can't let your hard work go to waste. Yeah. Here's some more inspiration. Oh, you are not doing it. Oh, bitch. My turn, because you're not doing it. Okay. Girl, I gotta have to. Oh, no. That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. Give me that shit. Don't fall. Why you keep falling? That's some bullshit. The fuck? Just stay in there. Thank you, bitch. You're home on your back like a hermit crab. Yes. All I need are my painting supplies and you. Maybe? Am I amazing at this? Oh, I'm amazing at this. He was never gonna get this done. Are you a cat or something? He said the pom-poms are distracting.
What are you hugging it so tightly for? It's not gonna run away.
What, are you jealous?
You might as well tell them to join us. You can bring all the plushies you got before and hold a grand show.
Yeah, bitch. Okay, let's try the other one now. Dynamic.
They're moving horizontally, which isn't much of a challenge. I'd be able to get them even if they were jumping and rolling around.
Okay, then you better get them. Yeah, the best.
Time
Happy
for the
now?
plushie master to work his magic.
Yeah, work your magic. I want you to get some, bitch.
Watch closely. I'll start.
I wanted to go first. He just said, I'm going, bitch. Here's your little inspiration down there. Oh god, it's this shit again? Oh god. I hate this one. He's gonna have to do this, not me. You gonna do it anytime soon? Oh. Oh. That took a long time. Impossible. I'm as skilled as two people put together. Oh, what the hell? When did it move like this? Oh god, 5 seconds until he has to go down. 3, 2, 1. Oh no. Girl, let me do this. I'm going next, bitch. Oh, he got it. Okay, good. It reminds me of one of my old art pieces. Oh, what the hell is this? This is another one. Oh shit. I'm so scared. Oh my god, I'm way too far. I don't want to be here. You read my mind. He really wants to do this. Come on, you can do this. It's so much easier to do it from this angle. Why can't I do it from this angle? Come on, please. Yo, what the fuck? That didn't even do anything. Fuck you. Please, 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 please. Oh my god. What the fuck? Come on, you can do it. Ha! There we go. Okay, we got it. Jesus. It's a banana boat. Been a while since I was on one. Oh, I got one of these with Xavier before. Wanna go for a ride? Only if you're feeling up to it.
A couple more little friends for your zoo. There's nothing bad about it. I, your super duper partner in crime, will get them all sooner or later. By the time you start complaining about there being too many plushies, it'll be too late.
My little fishy has met you already. Ew! Why do these sound so horrible? My paintbrush and you, like, have done something or some bullshit. My little fishy has met you already. Like, what the fuck? Why they sound so bad? Unlock secret times perfect dinner. Ooh, I think, oh my god, wait a minute. This is like another thing, I think. Favorite voice line cap increased. Little conch, oh my god, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm Raphael's little conch. Yes, bitch. I'm his little conch. God, that sounds so horrible and it looks so horrible to say that. Raphael's little conch. Here we go. God. Jesus. Complete hunting spot number 4 of any zone in the core hunt. Oh, I could do this. Let's do it. Enemies are relentless. Use skill to... Okay. Let's do this shit. Oh my god, there's so much... That's so much stamina. Oh, I can finally add another person now. Another thingy. Another thingy. Oh, Jesus. I need to level up this thing. Oh, no. Do I have enough stamina for this? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, God. Okay, I have some stamina. Oh, you can get purple from this. 36. Oh.
Everything will turn to ashes. Why don't we get creative?
Sounds like a plan.
Elements, strengthen everything like a lens.
Why are you getting closer
Where's
to
the
it?
love letter?
Come
There it
back
is.
here. Why don't we get creative?
Sounds like a plan.
Don't underestimate the power of fire. If that's your wish. Why don't we get creative?
Sounds like a plan.
Elements, strengthen everything like a lens.
Why don't we get creative?
Oh!
Sounds like a plan.
No, I wasted that.
Raphael.
Yeah?
Love is destined to fail.
What is it doing?
A big attack, maybe.
Did you spot its weakness? Why don't we get creative?
Sounds like a plan.
My fleeting inspiration.
Let's seize this chance. You won't escape.
I don't think it's giving up just...
Elements, strengthen everything like a lens.
Raphael.
Yeah? Hey, watch your step. You were too close to it. Back up. Ouch! My hands! Why don't we get creative?
He's too busy talking instead of paying attention and dodging shit, bitch.
Go back to the pit you came from.
It's almost over.
Oh my god, 10
Don't
seconds.
let it get away.
Elements, strengthen everything.
Not
Okay,
bad
good.
for a creative endeavor.
Jesus. Okay, we got it. My goodness. Spending so much stamina. Oh my god, I don't even have enough stamina for the fucking thing now. What the fuck? I didn't think it was gonna be that much. Wait, do I have anything to give me stamina? What? No, but... Okay, I do, bitch. Wait, do these... Wait. Do these go away? Have I been not using them and they're going away? Oh, see this? Like 4 days until these go away. Like, bitch. Yeah, I need to actually fucking use these. My god. I have to make sure I use those before they go away. Welcome to the Hunter Contest. This is a contest hosted by the Hunters Association. 3 sessions, primary, junior, senior. Clear all 3 of these to unlock higher level sessions. Okay. Girl, I don't want to do this right now. Fuck off. Wait, are these? Oh my god. These are... Oh my god. Are these like, those fucking, like, you send your people out to do something and then they come back after a few hours? Is that what's happening? Oh god. In progress. Yeah, I think this is like expeditions. Where's the timer though? Oh no, oh god. Jesus Christ, okay. I'm definitely not gonna be able to do this. Because I don't have these guys leveled up. Why are they forcing me to level them up? Whatever. Core hunts. Let's do level 5. Or level 4, whatever the hell. Let's try to do this shit. I'm trying to get my 5-star Raphael right now.
Creation and destruction go hand in hand. Why don't we get creative?
Sounds like a plan.
Stay alert. Where is it hiding?
It can't hide from us.
Why don't we get creative?
Sounds like a plan.
Here's our chance. If that's your wish.
Eat this.
Oh man, you recovered so fast. Keep your distance from it. Just a scratch.
Why is he getting hit?
Did you spot its weakness? Why don't we get creative?
Sounds like a plan.
Here's our chance.
There we go, come on.
Raphael.
Let's get the ult.
Yeah, I hear you.
Let's get the ult.
I'll show you.
Come on, let's get the ult. There we
My
go.
fleeting inspiration.
Let's seize this chance.
It's almost over. Oh man, we recovered so fast. Why are you This is all too easy.
Not even a challenge.
We beat the shit out of him. I think I can do a 10 pull with the limited banner as well. I'm almost 1600 diamonds. I just need 2 more missions. Wait a minute. Yes, bitch. Oh my god, here he comes. Here he fucking comes, bitch. Oh my god, and oh my god. Yo, I'm about to do so much right now. Get ready. So much is about to happen. Okay, here we go. Raphael blossoms. Ah. Ooh. Yes, bitch. Now that we have that, I unlock moment post friends you reunited. I won't break my promise to you. That's what he said. Alright, so get ready. I am now going to wish. I can wish. I can wish 10 times here as well. We're looking for deep sea promise. Deep sea promise here. Deep sea promise. Deep sea promise. Deep sea promise. Come on. Golden, 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 shiny light, golden. Nothing. Woo! Journey Seeker. Oh my god, that's his deep sea promise looking ass right there. Oh, this is new. I like having any Raphael that I don't have as well. Oh my god, kitty. Alright, so we didn't really get anything from that, but we do have 10 pulls here. I have almost 20 pulls, and there's 30 pulls, and there's 2 days left. Huh. Five star? Nope. Okay. Spring letter. Damn. That was terrible. Now I have someone I can share food with. So it's 1,600 per pool, I think, right? It's 1,500. Okay, so I need like 260 diamonds, and I could do another 10 pool. And then there will be 10 left until my guarantee. And then I have to hope it's him, and not fucking Xavier or Zane. Okay, so I didn't get a golden magnet, so I'm just gonna do the basic magnet. If it's Zane, I'm gonna be so mad. If it's Zane, I have to level up my Zane. Off stream because you hate him so much. What is the purpose of these purple diamonds? Like, what? What do I do with these purple diamonds? I have 60 of them. Exchange 10 for 10? Yeah, I would love to do that. So I just need to... Because I have 240 right now. So yeah, I think I'm actually done with this game right now. Because I can't gain experience. Oh my god, wait a minute. Friends Reunited. Oh my god, I love them. They're so beautiful. You have a lot of friends. You sure have a lot of friends. Unlocked text message temporary assistant. My little fishy has met you already. Okay. Temporary assistant. Going to a meeting without a pen is... I thought that said penis for a second. A pen is like hunting a wanderer without a weapon. Does that mean you brought one? Need me to give the pen to you? Oh my god. I bought one. Need me to give it to you? Guess you really got into your role as temporary assistant. I'm very professional. It's fine. Even if my role as assistant is temporary, need me to do anything for you? Yeah. Very simple, just follow my lead and run. You mean escape? Is that really okay? Run as an escape? Of course it okay. Ready when you are a temporary assistant. Yeah, so until I get to the next level, I can't. So 42, I'm 41 right now. I can't believe I'm off by just a little bit. All right. Let's see, what the fuck am I gonna play then? I could play Warhammer, I could play World of Warcraft. Ugh. I already played Genshin this morning. So I already did all my Genshin stuff. I guess I will probably start a new stream coming soon. I'm gonna turn this stream off and then I'll get a new stream when I'm ready to play something, which should be within the next like 10 minutes. All right. So yeah.